Evening, everybody. How are we? Welcome along. Apologies for being ever so slightly late. Burnt my hand before we got started. So there you go. We've done that tonight. That's a first, I think, on the stream. Coming in with a wound. Hopefully it'll be fine. Hopefully it'll be fine. How are we? Hope we're well. John Corker, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Razio's in the chat. McFly Shaw's in the chat. Bond Hanst, first time in. Forza Sleman, let's go. That's right, we are playing as PSS Sleman. We are building a nation in Indonesia. We started last night. It was a lot of fun. We streamed for 4 hours. We played 2 matches. 2 friendlies as well for that, not even real games. I have the feeling we're going to have something very similar again tonight, so we'll show you what we've got. So this is where we are, okay? This is where we are, okay? We are, as I say, at Sleman in Indonesia. The plan is we're doing a Build a Nation save, okay? So what that means is we want to take the Indonesian First Division, League One. We want to make that the best division in Asia, okay? So usually what happens is we need to look at the division here, which, if you can see, is currently ranked 27th in Asia. Okay, 27th. So we need to get that up to the top. Of course, the top league in Asia is the Chinese Super League. That's a 3-star league. Okay, we are currently in a 1.5-star league. Okay, we are behind the Bahrainian Premier League, the Korean Third Division, the Iraqi Premier League, the Uzbekistani Super League, the Thai League Division 2. You know, all the usual places you'd expect to see top class football, the Nihon Second League in Japan, the Thai League. So yeah, there's a few leagues we need to overtake right now. How we'll do that is we'll basically be trying to improve ourselves. Obviously, as a team, we want to get ourselves up and about. We also want to improve the league itself. So the plan being, we will do well, which means that we will start then loaning players to other teams within the league to make sure that they also do well. Right now, we said before yesterday, we said that no team has ever won the Asian Super League from Indonesia. If we can get teams challenging, then that's pretty good, to be honest. We need to do that. But it's going to take quite a bit of work. Right? It's going to take quite a bit of work. We're in for the long haul, okay? Obviously, we want to look out for Asian Super League. We want to look out for the Indonesian team have never won the Olympics. Indonesia have only ever reached the quarterfinals. Only ever reached the quarterfinals of the World Cup before. So again, that would be a huge achievement if we get there in the end as well. But anyway, the first thing we need to look at is obviously the fact that we haven't got a squad that is even good enough to compete in the Indonesian League One at the minute. Okay, so we're expected, if we go first of all to stage preview, we're expected to finish 6th. We've moved ever slightly from last night. Last night we were 8th. Right now we've made 1 signing, and that's moved us up already. We might make our 2nd signing tonight. We only have a very short transfer window. We've got a 2-month window from February to March. Okay, start of February to the end of March. The league starts, the save starts on the 1st of March. We've missed out on 1 month already. Then we have a month in August, which is just August. That's the other transfer window. Okay, league runs from March to December, I believe. Is it December? Yeah, so that's where we are, right? We're playing some friendlies. Look, we've won. Look, we beat Sleman United. You know Sleman United, don't you? You know the other Sleman. We've got a man sent off as well, right? But we did this. Look, 28 shots, 11 on target, XG of 3.28. We're playing a trusty 4-4-2, right? Because of course we are. We want to make sure we get the simple things right first. Okay, that's what we need to make sure before we go any further. So this is the sort of way that we played, so you'll have a little look. Let me know, by the way, if you can hear music, because yesterday we didn't actually have any music come through, and no one realised until right at the end, and then they went, it's been 4 hours, and just realised there's no tunes. So let me know if that's actually a thing. Maslak, by the way, I would send half with a free kick there. This is a great goal. Okay, Atep picks up. What about that for a strike, right? This is a player who's a League One legend, right? He comes flying in, gets himself a goal. He's desperate for a contract. He's on a free. He's on a free. He's not signed. He's not locked to anybody. He is, however, 35. So he's already, as Charlie Fossil says, he's already a Sleman legend, right? That was a great goal, right? Now, what we've worked out, appreciate that there is music, good, excellent, that's fantastic. What we have noticed is we've got a lot of players who are pretty short and pretty weak, right? 5'6" seems about the average height. 1 is some strength we've seen. 2 seems to be another strength we've seen. We have very few players who have strength in the double digits, right? So we really are a little bit on the weak side. We do also need to start adding some extra tactics in as well. So we're not just going to do just a 4-4-2. We'll also obviously need to get a 4-3-3 sorted out. And we've also look at this. We've also got the posh diamond in there as well. Just, you know, we'll see. Invest in some Weetabix. I think you're right. I think we need to do that, to be honest, Fraser. I'm thinking as well about having a 4-3-3 with 2 target men up front, right? But then, of course, that doesn't necessarily utilise some of our potential width. We actually have width in this team, believe it or not. Raggio with a gifted sub. In he comes. Appreciate that, my man. Charlie Fossil gets it. What a start to the stream. Yurtsberger says, let's go. Damn right, buddy. Let's go indeed. Right. Now, as I say, we are lacking. We've got some players that can play in different positions. We could do this if we wanted to for a 3, right? Look at that. That could work, right? Juninho, however, maybe doesn't go there. Maybe he goes there. Possibly, realistically, he goes there. That's gonna be slightly unbalanced. We don't want that, so we might have to do a bit of twisting around to see how it works. We could even. No, you can't really put him there, to be honest. Maybe go a flat 3. It's gonna leave us slightly exposed, but might work. You never know. Again, I think the least amount of information these players need to deal with on a day-to-day basis, the better they're going to perform on a match day. But I think we need to work with another tactic of 2 target forwards, right? And then have a poacher in the middle. That's what I'm thinking for our 4-3-3. Maybe like that. Murder ball from the final whistle, says Yurtsberger. Exactly. Get at them. That's what we need to do. So this is where we're at. Okay. So that for me is a flat 4-3-3. That could work potentially. Gino, maybe make him the playmaker there. Okay, he can do what he wants. Again, they want possession-based football, right? That's what they want. They want possession-based football, which is kind of flies against what we can do, to be honest. Because realistically, we just want to go long ball, right, and get the ball up to this guy up here, Kodjic, who's our big striker. He's the fella we're aiming the ball towards, right? He's got everything that no one else in the team's got. He's 6 foot. He's got jumper reach of 13. He's got strength of 13. He can finish as well, so he's going to be our sort of go-to guy. Our other big name is Mario Maslak, who's the Serbian at the other end of the pitch. 30-year-old centre-half, 16 for leadership, 6'3", gets his foot in, 12 for tackling. Heading's only 12, however. Jumper reach is 14. So he's going to be the guy who's going to be getting the ball from the defence up to Kodjic. If somehow it drops at Juninho's feet, not the end of the world. He's our playmaker. Brazilian 25-year-old. Dribbles, he's got a decent first touch, he can pass, he's decent enough off the ball, and a reasonable amount of acceleration, and of course will fall over in a slight sideways breeze because he's got strength of 9. So that's pretty much where we are. There's some amazing photographs of Maslak and the Sleman Twitter page. Is there really? Oh, we'll pull them up a bit later on. We did make a sign. I said we made a signing. And what we did was we've actually done not an exploit, but it turns out that Indonesia is a bit like Italy in the fact that there's no limit to the amount of players you can bring in on loan. So rather than going out and trying to buy players, what we've done is we've signed Rudolf Basner has come in on loan, 5'10", centre half. He gives us what we haven't got other than Maslak, which is a centre half who's can play centre half really and does what centre halves do. Like 14 for strength is unheard of in this team. 12 for marking, 14 for heading. Positioning's good, tackling's good, reasonable acceleration, anticipation, aggression, concentration, decision making. That's what we're after. 25 years old, we've loaned him in. Okay, now we mentioned loans. Obviously, We're only allowed a squad of 33 players. That's the first thing we need to really mention. We can only have 33 players. We do have, as you can see here, players who are wanted. Right now, what we'll do is we're either going to loan them out, okay, which is fine. We can do that. That's part of building the nation, loan the players out, or stick them in our B team and not register them. I think loan them out is probably the best way to do it, and then replace them with other players. Okay. In addition to how we've been working from last night, so basically it's a bit of a catch up for if you weren't here last night, essentially, right? We're also using the FM spreadsheet queen. We're using Jenna's FM spreadsheet to try and help us with our squad. So this is obviously the view that we're going to be working with, so we can see at a glance which players look like they might be pretty decent at first glance. Also, it's going to help with our scouting. As you look here, this splits down into things such as, you know, minutes played, their actual command of the area. We're looking at their actual playing time. There's their attributes that we've worked out via scouting, not just using the let's click and take attribute masking off, because of course we've got a little bit of attribute masking on. Of course we have. Plus, in addition to that, we've then got a Moneyball view as well, which will again pretty much play to how we want to start recruiting, because we're going to have to look at really smart recruiting, because we haven't got much money. £287,000, which might be a reasonable amount in this league. I don't think it is, to be honest. £18,000 wage budget a week. So we're going to look here for things like, you know, so we've got tackle attempts, we've got minutes played, we've got overall key tackles, passes attempted per 90 minutes, interceptions per 90, pass completion per 90, chance created per 90. These are the sorts of metrics we're going to be looking for in order to help for our recruitment going forward. Because again, as I say, we need to be smart about this. We can't spend a lot of money. We want to get the best for the buck we can. Anarchy Lad, did we win the last game of the stream? Yes, we did, mate. We won 4-0 against Sleman United. So over the moon with that. Ryan, welcome in as well, my man. Good to see you all. So in terms of players bringing in, right, this is what we've got on our shortlist. Already built a reasonable shortlist. 41 players we've got on there so far. I think we're really lacking. We need a central midfielder, right? Atep could be the guy. Right? He's 35 years old, right? He's a league legend, so let's hang fire on him for now. He could well be it. Right? We've got the big derby coming up. Fans are going to love us after this. It's gonna be good, right? So we've had a little look here. So we are scouting some players, getting a bit of an idea as to who's around. No one's jumping out at me just yet in the centre of midfield, but that's a position that we need. Sleman are treating us very well, Ryan. Very, very well indeed. Like they're very, very happy that we're here at the minute. Harriganto maybe could be an option. 24 years old. As I say, we are going to be looking at loans rather than actual purchases outright. Defender again. I think we've got a bid in for this guy, Antara. Yeah, we got a bid in to try and loan him. Gavin over at Barley could be a shout. 24 years old. It's really strange. It's really strange looking at these players and going, right, there's not much to look at, but then seeing that strength 10 to 14 is huge. It's huge. Sleman have got 300,000 followers on Instagram. I know they have. I've tagged them in our tweet properly tonight when we've posted out. Last night I put the wrong bloody tag on the Twitter, didn't I? So we have posted out properly that that we're live. We've tagged Sleman in it. FM Garuda has that tweet's not even gone out. That's but as you can see there, though, I've done a little gif though of the of Sleman. So that's there. Why has that not gone out? Let's have a look at that. Let's see. God damn it, Stream Elements. You know, just trying to sort of get stuff sorted out and make things easy for myself, but no, apparently not. But yeah, I think we're looking forward to it. I think it's going to go well. I think I'm excited about it is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I'm excited, okay? So let's see how we get on, shall we? As I say, he's more of a winger than a fullback. Dias Angaputra, 31 years old. E02 looks pretty good, to be honest, at 28. This is probably the guy we're going to go for at Persib. He's a 3-star fullback, so he's not the best fullback, but he's the best for right now, which might help us while we wait for another fullback coming through. Okay, we could potentially buy him as well, so I might look at that. Have him in. He's only 5'5" though, but he does have potential. Good first touch, decision making's good, leadership's really good as well. So again, that would help if we're sort of developing a young player. His work rate's decent as well for this level. Stevie G, no, fuck him, fuck off, Stevie G. No, thank you. Not for me, thank you very much. I'm just checking now to see if it's official, because obviously people are now don't think it's official, is it? No, it's still not official. So at the minute, there's still a chance that it's not going to happen. So that's what I can hope for. There you go. So stamina's good, fitness is good, jumping reach, of course, is appalling at the minute. But as I say, I think for a Mr. right now, just as a that's not the I don't think that's the actual that's the actual tweet. Oh yeah, the other one that I put out earlier. Yeah, not for my club, thank you very much. I think he's maybe the guy, possibly. And then we've got this guy, Wijawa. Again, he's probably better. His wages aren't too dissimilar. Plus, it's taking a player from Bali United. However, if we're doing a build a nation, we want Bali United to still be strong. So, bit of a difference in it, really. His work rate's a little bit less as well, by the way. Leadership's good. We're not getting too much of a different player between Idris and Wayawa. So, I'd be tempted to go for Idris. A little bit older, a little bit against the model that I usually look for, but certainly better than what we've already got. If we're to compare him to who we're currently playing at right back, I think it's is it Imbri? Yeah, he's a bit better. Only just aerially, he's not great, is he? Neoatro, sorry, is who's at fullback at the minute. So Bagus, Neoanto, let's pull him up here. 27, strength of 4, stamina's 11, pace is 14. He's quick though. I'll give him that. Maybe if we compare there with Idris, see what he does. Idris is probably a bit better. He's probably a bit better. He's slightly better in the air. He's better technically. He's got better vision. Yeah, he's not as quick. He's quick enough. He's physically better. He's mentally better. But then Nuantro is a little bit better defensively. So swings and roundabouts, I suppose. Really. Yeah, there's not a lot between them. Did we look at Adnik? We did actually, and I like Adnik. I think he's a very, very good player. Again, we've got this this issue where we can only sign 3 foreign players. Where is it? Is he a right winger or a left winger? Right winger. Sorry. 3 foreign players, and I was like, this guy's surely going to be like count as one of our foreign players. Nope, Indonesian. Yes, get in. 5'3". Look at this, dribbling 13 to 17. Penalty taken, really good. Technique, fantastic. Vision, off the ball, flair, pace. This guy's going to be an absolute baller. If we can convince him to come and join us, then again, I think we've got a cracking player there as well. 240 grand, again, possibly going to be a loan. Let's pop a little loan in, offer him for him. Reluctant to do that, so okay. Keep him on the short list. I guess we make an inquiry, see what they say. All they can say is no, right? If they don't want to sell him, that's fine. But let's at least go and ask the question. Vickery as well was a player that we looked at and liked. He again is a decent player, but he's just left the country, unfortunately, so we're not going to get him in, which is a bit of a shame. Lester Halu, again, someone we brought in who we're thinking, is he coming on a free? I think he's a free transfer at the minute, isn't he? So again, he looks all right. Who's the best player in League Two? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't it? We're going to find out in a second. Also, Aliubi from Bali was recommended to us by the scouts originally, so he's an A-. So maybe we have a little look at him as well. He is transfer listed, so we could get him in. We might have to face pretty much the rest of the Indonesian league in here, but yeah, that could be something to have a look at, about bringing him in. So maybe we'll do well there. Osvaldo here, again, another player that we look at. So if we don't get the other fellow, we might look at Osvaldo. Slightly taller, 5'9", acceleration's good. Again, 22 years old, plays out in the wing. Hopefully he'll put some crosses in for us. Maybe look to get us some goals. Who knows? We need to start adding to our goal tally. And then up front, these are the guys we looked at. So Rafi sort of stood out a little bit as well. 5'11", which I know already we're going, ooh, 5'11". 4 caps for Indonesia, 22. Plays as an advanced forward. Finishing's only 9, so it could improve. 2 goals in 46 at Arima isn't amazing. Off the ball's good, passing's good, fitness is good. So I'm thinking maybe if the off the ball's decent, Kojic might knock the ball down. He might go and run around after it, pick up the scraps, might work out. That's obviously something that we can look at. Williando, we brought in on loan just because the name's funny more than anything. We've got him in on trial. He's very determined, 16 for determination, which means this may improve. Finishing and first touch are very good. Composure is very good as well. So obviously he's a poacher. So again, we maybe have Kojic knock the ball down, and Williando can be floating around to look to slot home. Acceleration's decent as well. So we'll have a look at him on during the trial period, see if he's any good. Other guys we looked at Hidiat, who again, his finishing's really good. that's his key attribute here. He's 21 and he could have finishing of up to 15. So that could be ridiculous if we get that there. We maybe need to think about that. Imagine Adnik onto Ando. What a link. That would be great. Actually, to be honest. Let's have a little look. So actually, here's Andreas Addo as well. Acceleration up to 17. So again, another. I think pace is going to do us in the league. I reckon if we can get pace, then we stand a chance. Worryingly, we don't have any left backs identified. We do have some goalkeepers. I would like a new goalkeeper. What we can get, I don't know, because the standard of goalkeepers is not particularly very good. So we may have to sort of make do with what we've got in goal, which isn't going to be ideal, but we'll see. Training wise, we need to do some training as well. We need to get ourselves sorted for training. So what I'll do is I'm going to pop in Matty Aqua's schedules that we had. So where's Matty Aqua's schedule? So we're doing pre-season. 2-match pre-season training. Pop that in for now. We can do some tweaks on it as we go through. Of course, this leads up into the first game of the season as well. Let's put attacking first of all for the first match of the season. We'll go all guns blazing. It is a derby game, so we need to go out from the top. So yeah, so we'll do something fairly balanced during pre-season, I reckon. Just to have a bit of an idea, a bit of a look at the players we got coming in, and see where we go. So that's my thinking. Any questions so far, by the way? Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And Sakatra is going to be going out on loan by the looks of it. Because obviously teams are coming in for them. Although also, a couple of teams are looking to try and buy them. So again, maybe something that might affect our thinking as we go forward. So he wants to speak to Arima. Okay, that's fine. He can go then. If he wants to speak, that's fine. Again, I think we're going to have to sort of not stand in players' ways. I think we're going to have to be a little bit sort of, okay, if you want to go, that's fine. Like, we've got to be a bit more sort of holistic about our approach. Am I a tracksuit or suit manager? Suit manager, mate. Absolutely a suit. Like, what I should do though is I should really be just wearing a white shirt, because Indonesia's gonna be quite warm. But I've gone full blazer and pink tie. Classic combo, I think, to be honest. Chazzy D, how are you, man? Welcome in. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Bearded Twig, in he comes. Look at that, Mr. Hardcore's in himself. How are you, sir? Morning from all the way from Australia. Hope you're well. How's your FM going? You got a job at FM? You got a job in hardcore? Excellent. I was about to ask how you're getting on with that. Also, let me know how you guys are getting on your own saves as well with them. Very, very interested to hear. Very interested to hear. Iceland, yes. Very excited. Iceland's good. I like Iceland. You turned down a job in Indonesia. Now, why would you do such a thing? Why would you do such a thing? I think I'm going to do a Sleman save myself. Oh, mate, get it in, Charlie. Get it in. 140 grand for Andic. This is not Moneyball, is it? Right from the start. Ryan Hammy, just joined me the first time. Can you explain the same a bit more? Yeah, of course I can, Ryan. So basically what we're doing, right, we are doing a Build a Nation, okay, in Indonesia. Now, what that means is we're going to basically take advantage of the dynamic youth rating that FM22's got. We want to make Indonesia the top league in Asia. Okay, we start off ranked 27th. We want to overtake the Chinese Super League. In order to do that, we need to make, first of all, our side better. We're managing a side called PSS Sleman. The reason that we're managing them is they have a female ultras section of fans, right? The females left the behind the goal stand in the north. They weren't happy with how the club was being run. They felt harassed and uncomfortable at match days. They started their new own ultras in the south stand, Brigada Curva Sud. They have now been voted the loudest fans in Indonesia. They have a positive message. They try and change things at boardroom level as well. They want the club run professionally. They also sing for 90 minutes, full chanting for 90 minutes, and no negative chants against the opposition. It is 90 minutes of positivity. Something we could do with on the stream, I reckon, to be honest, after the way that things have gone in the last couple of saves. So that's what we're looking at. Morally, I think they're quite a good club. So very, very interesting club. Indonesia seems to be an interesting league in terms of how things are set up in real world. There appears to be no limits to loans. So that's how we're going to help build the league. We want to keep the best players in the league, make all the teams better. No club in Indonesia has ever won the Asian Champions League before. We want to be that first club. Indonesia have never won the Olympics, and also Indonesia have never gone beyond the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Huge challenges, I think you'll agree. But a long-term save, and hopefully a really fun one. And just as a caveat, if it doesn't work out and it gets too difficult, I've loaded up the following leagues, which means we could do an Asian journeyman if it goes really badly, right? We've got Australia, China, Hong Kong, India, South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, and Africa as well. So the plan would at that point be to win the top division in each of those nations, and hopefully, the Asian Super League and the African Cup, I suppose, really. Now, how much can we get Adnick for? We're going to have to do a bit of bargaining here. I'm not going to chuck 140 grand out there just yet. Let's see if we can just play around a smidge, but we Yeah, we might have to see how it works out. So what's your Ryan? Appreciate the follow, man. Very kind. That sounds like you're on board with this. Good, love it, man. What's your save at the minute? Who are you managing? Have you got FM22 yet? Okay, so he doesn't want to come. So that's a bit of a shame. Right, we'll keep our eyes on Adnick in the future. Apart from saying I'm scouting for Wrexham for a couple of hours today, not had time to sort my save so far. Hoping to get it done for Thursday when you're off. Nice, Razio. I'm actually starting Wrexham tomorrow. Oh, into League 2, Group A and Group B. Oh, this is interesting. Evening, Yonaman. How are you, man? Welcome in. Yeah, I've got I'm going to be streaming tomorrow morning. I'm off work tomorrow and Thursday, so I'm gonna go. Whichever. cheeky man, you. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully. What it is, I'm off work tomorrow, so at 9:30 in the morning, I'm gonna start the Wrexham save, to be honest. So we're going to start that, and yeah, we'll do all the setup and stuff. If you're not sure what the Wrexham save means, on our Discord, we've got a monthly challenge there this month. It's very simple: manage Wrexham for one season and try and get them promoted to the Football League. But you can only buy Welsh players, American players, or Canadian players. Obviously Welsh because they're Welsh. American for Rob McElhenney, and Canadians for Ryan Reynolds. That's your challenge. That's all we've got. Ryan, got the game downloaded. Haven't had time to start a save yet. Been busy doing some work in the house. Think of lower league English, potentially build a nation in Scandinavia. You like managing the Scandinavian leagues. Wrexham was a team I looked like it would be an interesting save. Mate, get on it, man. As a practice save for one month or one season essentially. It could be fun, and it's got potential for long term as well. So get yourself signed up to the Discord. If you fancy joining in and playing with us, then feel free and get involved. It's yeah, it's just a bit of fun. So it could be right up your street. Hendra Mole is the best goalkeeper in League 2. Already looks better than the goalkeeper we've got. Yonaman's off to Norway again. Yes. I like managing in Scandinavia as well, actually. Like managing in Scandinavia. It's fun. Determination 16 to 19. We've got him on the shortlist anyway. I thought we did. We had on the shortlist. Only sign him as a last resort. Okay. Interesting. Ricky O'Harella. 30-year-old midfielder. Who we got here? Shiliraz. Looks like he's got decent anticipation. Also looks like he's just signed as well for a new club, so unlikely to get him. Well, this guy looks like he might be alright. He's on loan. Could be someone to look at as a potential for next season, though. Okay. Lester Hulu. Is this the guy that you were saying from the other day, Charlie, by the way? Lester Hulu? Because even just on a first look, or is it the other Lester Hulu that we've got on trial at the minute? He's only just gone to a League 2 side, so I'm not sure if that's the same guy. It might be. I think it might be. Yeah. All right. Well, we can't get him in just yet then, because he's just left. But yeah, we'll get our scouts on him and have a little look and see where we're at. Indonesia does look fun, George. Welcome in. Nice to see you. We spent 4 hours yesterday and we played 2 friendly matches. That's how much fun it is. We're just scouting around. Like it's basically forget everything you know about Football Manager, which for me is really, really easy, right? And then sort of just go, okay, what would I do if Beto, a 40-year-old Yes, now we're talking. Yeah, like we just forget everything you need, everything you know, and just go, right, what do we do? Like, you know, let's just learn as we go along and try some different stuff and see what we can do. I'm not signing a 40-year-old striker. Like, even I'm not doing that for the bants, right? Like, it will be funny, but at the same time, I'm like, let's maybe not. I'm not. Like, if we're thinking Moneyball style, why would we sign a 40-year-old striker? You know, what's he going to bring to us? Right? Let's look at him again. Okay, I'm going to get railroaded into this, aren't I? If he's got aggression, we don't know if he's got aggression. He is determined, though. I suppose he got 21 goals. He has only just signed for a new team, so maybe it's not going to happen. Who says you can't sell on a 40-year-old? That's a bloody good point. That's a bloody good point, Fraser. It's a fair point, actually. Last season he did get 21 goals. Yeah. Right, I'll scout him. We'll see what happens. Right, we'll see what happens. Okay. Sukata's on his way out. He's off to RM. So we're signing a bunch of. So if we potentially get Beto in, and we get Artep, then that's a 35-year-old and a 40-year-old. That feels very unlike what I had my heart set on. But if that's what it is, that's what it is. You know, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe I didn't remember. It is Asia. It is Asia. It's not Europe. You know. So having pace of 4 isn't the worst thing in the world at this point. So I tell you what, then let's put. Right, Aaron Evans is in. So we're just going with what they've suggested here for friendly squad. Just have a look at some of the players and stuff. We are on Route 1. I might turn that to possession football later and just see how they get on with it. See if we can hold the ball up at some point. I'm not going to put instructions on again. It's just a pre-season friendly. We just want to sort of get them used to going out and actually just playing. Can we confirm we've got match sounds? Do we have match sounds? Come in. Can you confirm match sounds? We have match sounds. Excellent. Sleman are in green, by the way, if you've not worked this one out yet. Up the Slemans. I think they're called the Eagles, I think. Oh, hang on. Highlight for the for red team. Easy peasy, Sleman squeezy. Right. Again, remember we're not overly fussed about pre-season results. It's all about fitness. It's all about getting players working together. Kojic, great ball. Williando. Oh. Irwan with a cross. Big Kojic, Nemanja. Right, I need to get some Indonesian flags, don't I? Or some Sleman logos kicking off here, don't I? That's what I need. If you follow, by the way, you get free emotes now. I don't know if there's anyone who's just newly followed. You get sub emotes for free, which is pretty good. Twitch is just trialing out at the minute. The big Codge. Big Willie style. Lestaloo. Atep, here he goes, here's your man. Oh! He's done it again. I'm not sure what level this team we're playing against is, but at the end of the day, we're getting goals. That's fine, isn't it? That's what we need. He's getting up. That's the thing. He's getting up in the air. Fans will be all over us at this match. Oh, yeah. 90 minutes of positive chanting. Absolutely 90 minutes of positive chanting here. Right. We'll take Kojic off once he's got his hat-trick. Oh, good tackle. He was away. Kojic over for Williando. Disallowed, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, he's fairly offside, really, to be honest. Well and truly offside. Oh, terrible ball. Against a better team, we get punished there. Big Kodge. Gets up, but he's getting up well. He's doing exactly what we expected him to do, to be honest. Here's Leicester-Lou. Oof. Evans just ain't doing it, is he? Even at this level, Evans just ain't doing it. That's worrying. I might bring Maslach off as well, actually. Give it a rest. Put Rudolph on. This is why pre-season might be dangerous. In what sense? What, in the fact that we get players who are getting injured or who are making us look like we know what we're doing. Then we start to panic a little bit. We're like, oh yeah, we know what we're doing. Good ball. Go on, Williando. Oh, Miller. Keeping the ball. Let's try and keep the ball, actually. See if that's going to work. Just going to see if we can do it. We're still going route 1, by the way, at this point, so we've only just changed it to possession. 10 minutes to go. See if we can hold the ball. This must be positive, though. There's going to be a point when the ball are going to be like, we just seem to lump it. Fraser, 1 game to go now. Bundesliga 2 with Schalke, 3 points. Oh, 10 again. I mean, we're talking about pre-season being dangerous. Atep's got 2 and 2, hasn't he? 2 screamers as well, it must be said. Okay. Atep wants a deal. He wants a deal, doesn't he? He's desperate. Which, you know what? I'm happy with. I'm happy if he's desperate. He's in for it, isn't he? We've got Leicester Hulu. Oh! Williando. He's in the right position. That's the Ahmad Rizal. Okay. Uh-oh. You need to look where you're going. That's poor. Okay. So, problems here. He's looking the wrong way. Can't really see what's going on. Isn't aware of what's going on around him. This defender here, it's Rudolph, innit? Rudolph doesn't quite get back in time. Okay. Maybe we need to just sit back at this point then, rather than going all out. But yeah, we'll learn. That's fine. Happy enough with that. That's good. So that's a 4-0 and a 3-0. We'll take them. We'll take them as results at this point. Embrace your inner Zenix Sleman. Yes, Ollie does. I love it. I love it. Does that mean I have to just sit, just like chain smoking on the on the dugout? So maybe we do that. Maybe we do it. Right, happy with that. Let's go back through the players that we think we're going to be getting rid of then, shall we? Right, Lesterloo, what are you looking at? 2 stars apparently. So we think it's his brother that's the better one, don't we? So we'll keep our eyes on him, see how he gets on. Yuskian Toro, I prefer to keep, but again, I guess if we get a better player in, then maybe we can let him go. Defensively, we could probably let at least one of these centre halves go. Gouffron's wanted by Barley, that would suggest he's the better one. Malawana. So let's let him go out. He can go on loan if he wants. Anyone remember Kashmir FC documentary, What a Club to Manage? Don't remember that actually. I'll have a look out for it though. We'll see. Vicky Aditya. Look at that. If you weren't in yesterday, by the way, Vicky Aditya, strength 1. 1. Also, Ikram Miller, heading 15. 15's very good. Jumping reach 1. That's terrible. That's terrible. God knows what on earth. God knows what on earth's going on in the with our players. But you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? Fire Faded, nice to meet you as well. Welcome in. Hope you're well. How's your FM22 experience? Are you enjoying it? Who are you managing at the minute? Welcome to the stream. Fitra Ridwan. He's not really going to be good enough, is he? I don't think. Maybe is he better than Janino? Maybe not. Right, Evans. We said we want to try and get out, don't we? Nothing's really. Let's put him available for transfer list and for loan. See if we can get him out here. Tony's made for you no set piece beasts in the Indonesian league. Yeah, you've seen my set piece routines. You know this is what it's all about, right? Concrete shoes can't jump as the boots are heavy. Exactly, yeah, exactly. Concrete boots all over the place. Bagas. Arthur Irwan. I think we can get better than Arthur. I don't think Irwan's particularly good. I know he's quick, but I think we can do better than that, to be honest. We'll see if we can bring someone else in. Salishan, maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. Got Cardiff City promoted down Bark on a co-op Scottish with Cowden Beath. Nice, that sounds fun. That sounds very fun, actually. Yeah, you have to let me know how that one goes. Kicks, nice to meet you. How's the save going? Really interesting save idea. I found your podcast a few months ago. Nice work. I appreciate the comments there. Thank you very much, Kicks. Yeah, the save's going pretty well to well as it can be. We've done this is our second stream of it really. We just played our third pre-season friendly, so we're not exactly flying through it. It's very much a slow burner. Everything's got to be. I think everything's got to be very deliberate when it comes to picking who we're going to keep, who we're going to move on. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I've got a good feeling for it that it's going to be a good save. So, who are you managing at the minute, by the way, as well? Who's your team? Right, so Malawana is click the wrong button there. Malawana's wanted by. Let's say, yeah, let's try and get you out there, shall we? Burnham to Burnham, Union SG, nice. Good shout, good shout. How are you finding it? Welcome to the stream, by the way, Burnham to Burnham. First time chatter, very nice to see you. Kicks managing Real Union in the Spanish third division, who's a founding member of La Liga. That's a good save. That's a good save. Big fan of that. Big fan of that. Are they struggling? Are they struggling financially, I presume? Do they have anything sort of like anything special? Do they have any decent players there? How difficult does that look as a save? Burrito. Want to try and take Dendi Malwana. Yeah, I'm tempted to go with that. Let's go with it. Off you go. Fire Faded, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, very interested to see how your Cardiff save goes, man. Osvaldo here doesn't want to come to us. Not on loan. It's a bit of a shame. He's gone to Arima, sorry. I think we're going to get this a little bit, to be honest. Junior Antari, though, he'll come. So is he going to be the best fullback that we want? Stupidly quick. Not particularly strong. Decision making's alright, which we don't know enough about his crossing, though. We don't know about his crossing. We kind of panicked a little bit and just went, quick, get him in. So we haven't really scouted him properly. Let's put a delay there first, because we've also got right back options of Idris. Is he better than Idris? Idris is stronger. Granted, he's not as quick. He's not even as quick as what we've got. But is he maybe a better option? This guy is a leader. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. If we compare him to Junior Antara, who again is a good player, don't get me wrong. We don't know much about Antara, that's part of the problem. But from what we do know, his leadership's maybe quite similar, actually, to be honest. So what's that? Leadership 10 to 17. Idris is 14 to 16, so they may be around about the same. Decision making could be the same-ish. I think at this point, the only real standout that we know for definite is the acceleration. Really, we know that Antara is a lot quicker than Idris. Fitness is better, pace is better, obviously. Strength's worse, obviously, much worse. Would I rather have someone who's quick or rather have someone who's strong? Decision making likely to be the same, I'd imagine. Anticipation is slightly better for Idris, which again would be good because that'll potentially cut out our mistakes at the back post. We don't know what they're like on dribbling and corners. Heading is probably better for Idris, maybe. Marking, they're roughly the same. Tackling, I'm going to hazard a guess, is about the same. Yeah, I don't think there's too much between them, to be honest. I'll delay it for a week and I'll have a think, because I suppose we maybe need to go in for Idris as well and have that as a backup, because then basically we need to get one of those two players, I think. The other options, again, we don't know enough about them at this point. Maybe we're higher, but choose speed over strength, hardcore without a full scout report. Yeah, exactly. So this is where I've deliberately shot myself in the foot here. See, because obviously I want to have attribute masking on, because I don't think that, might surprise you, I'm not an expert in the Indonesian league, right? I don't know a lot about Indonesian football. So when I took the role on, I thought I'd like to have a little bit of masking on there. Just get a bit of a feel for the league itself. He's probably going to be a better player, I think. If I can get both in, that would be incredible. But I think it's going to be one or the other. Is there any chance he can play left back as well? No. In fact, let's have a look at left back. Leicester. So we don't think we can get him in, because obviously he's just signed a deal there. Indonesian Royal Indus. Tony Sukipto. Inverted wing back. I mean, that's ambitious. That's ambitious, to be honest. Suko. Fajrin. That looks like a promising player. Let's get scouted there. That's very, very promising. Quite a few issues potentially with that name there. He's got to come in being a Tony. Yeah, exactly. But and he's old as well, and he's old, so we have that to look forward to as well. A player called Wolf. Batu Rockman. We probably won't get him. He's from the same team as the other lad. I'm not entirely sure that PSS are going to let a player go, but what with us being rivals, he's actually available for loan. He's available shortly as well. Might see if he wants to come for a trial. Do you want to come have a little hang out with us? See if we're see what we're about. Sleman Frame FC. Tenang. Rendi Saputra. Ahmed Bachia. Very good market, apparently. I mean, again, this is just literally I'm just clicking names because we don't know who's good at the minute. We're gonna have to send the scouts out in a second and go, right, do us a full scout of the league, and that might give us a bit of an idea when it comes to the August transfer window for where we can improve as the season goes on. Because at this point, this is just giving us a tiny bit more than what we've already got. That's where we're at. That's what the plan is, based on very little knowledge of Indonesian football. So, right, we've got this guy in on trial then. So we'll see what he looks like. He could be free as well, so that might actually be quite decent. We haven't got better when on a trial yet. We put the scouts on him to see what we could say. Let's have a look. See if they'll let us have him on trial. I'm not sure if they will, to be honest, because he's clearly their best player. 21 goals in 30 games. That's in his career, though. So last season he got 3 and 3, 18 and 27 the season before, didn't he? And the under-20s, we've got a couple of players in the under-21s who look decent enough. So we've got Hokey Cokey, Gaffer, and they're sort of our two main players that we're going to look to bring through. They're going to work out all right. Yeah, Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he looks a baller. Like, you know, and that's the thing. He looks a baller. I'm just trying to work out a way to justify in my head buying a 40-year-old. You know. But yeah, we got a couple of little lads in the. Nah, not coming on trial apparently. Buy him, why not? Well, yeah, maybe we will. Maybe he'll be our deadline day signing. We'll bring him in as a 40-year-old, you know, get his last year's service. Yeah. Well, you know what? He could help train up some of the young kids. So Miller, then obviously we've got Gaffer as well. Hokey, he might do all right training these guys up. We need to make a decision on Willie Ando as well. So he's obviously still with us, going around. So try a non-contract. That's a possibility, actually. That's a possibility. I've not considered that. Let's have a think. Solskjaer apparently is a much better vice captain than Evans. Right, let's move on for now because we don't want to change it just yet. But yeah, probably a better idea. Cut inside, take free kicks. Yeah, good. Okay. Decent backing from the squad, that's fine. Umar looks like he's going to start becoming half decent. Acceleration's good. Needs to beef up a bit, to be honest. Right. Small chance of shot free kicks. We'll sort all our set pieces out in a wee second, actually, and get that done. Team cohesion's abysmal. Juninho to Beto is going to happen. A new baby celebration in Indonesia. Juninho out for 11 days. I guess one of the things we go with is Beto the devil you know. Right, so this is against PS Prataba. Again, a side who are probably not as good as us. Bids made for Gaffer? No. We don't want to be letting that happen, do we? Or do we though? Do you know what I mean? Like, part of me sitting there going, right, we've got a guy here who we might be able to utilise something with. And there's part of me going, do we just let him go and like free up a space in the squad? 18 years old. Nah, he's 18. He's 18, he can stay. If he kicks off, then we'll see what happens at that point. But I'd rather he stays. Ooh. Acceleration for a centre half. Rijo Otomo. Nice. Les Duzen, yeah, okay, yeah. Les Duzen is your man, and he sign him whatever the price. Do you reckon we can get him? Let's just put a little thing in for him, shall I? Nah, Gaffer's got to stay, hasn't he? Gaffer's got to stay. He's out of contract at the end of the season. Let's give him a new one. 13 finishing 18. You're right, exactly. Stick him in. Stick him as a poacher. We'll be fine. Who's the biggest contender in the league? Yeah, I think Bali United. Bali United would be the top team to look out for. They've got money. They've got a lot of money. Really great players. Percival up there as well, according to the predictions. Borneo thereabouts, but yeah, it's gonna be Bali. I think they're the current champions. How much do you have to play with? £280,000 is how much we've got to play with, which isn't a huge amount of money, but also isn't no money in this league. So it's not the worst. It's certainly sufficient, especially when you think that you can loan however many players you want. 280 grand's gonna be fine. We were initially predicted to finish 8th. We're now predicted to finish 6th. So we are getting a little bit. I think the media are starting to look at us a little bit to be like, oh, okay, well, they've brought a centre half in. That's what they needed to do. Potentially, if we and here's where crazy ideas come in. Potentially, if we get that other centre half in, the one that's just flashed there, the top quality player, we could maybe go with 3 centre backs, and then have either 5 midfielders or 4 midfielders and either 2 strikers or 3 strikers. Do a 3-5-2 or do a 3-4-3, or maybe if we can't find better fullbacks than what we can see. So that's an option. Or we have a choice of 3 centre backs, which again, I think leading into this save, we definitely didn't have. Right, I'm just going to change it. And again, I know we're playing against a team of different ability, but let's just see what it looks like possession based. We're still going to try and hit crosses, whip them, because obviously we don't have anyone who can head the ball particularly well. Distribute to the fullbacks. Okay. Maybe just keep that tempo a little bit. And pass into space. Just see how that looks. Oh, wow, one of the players doubting you. No, Yonaman, you don't want that. Get him transfer listed. Bloody don't be listening to that shit. Insubordination right there. Absolute insubordination. Get him gone. Can't be having that. Veranzak. Appreciate the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Indonesia. We're busy building a nation right now. How's your FM22 save going? Who are you managing? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fuck him. Don't need that, do you? You've been proper XG'd in the last game. Missed promotion at playoffs altogether. Oh no. Oh no. That's painful. That's painful. Oof. Miranda knows what to do. Well, we're getting the ball. We are getting the ball. We're not scoring. But it's a different way of playing. Just keep them going. Just keep them going. We've as I say, we've marked ourselves down as youth development as part of the in terms of our our managerial personality. Obviously, as we say, if we're trying to sort of develop the nation with, I sort of thought that maybe we'd need to be able to develop young players. So yeah, so I put myself in with in that sort of youth development mould. Normally I just go motivator. Oh, Williando! He's headed off the underside of the bar from like half a yard. How's he done that? Chance conversion trainer, I think so. Yeah, we could do that. Verenzak. Imbiri gets in at the back post. Also, we'll set up our set players properly as well, because we'll need to practice them. Val Hugo, appreciate the follow. Welcome in. Varanzak, cheers mate. Never seen anyone manage Indonesia before. I've got some old family from out there, so that's cool to see. Excellent. Started to save with Zante in Greece, second division. They have some connection with Australia, trying to build both Greece and the land down under. Yeah, they do actually. I think Matt spoke about that on the podcast a while ago. Zante was one of the saves we picked out as something that's quite interesting. As you say there, with the link up with Australia, there's a lot of obviously intergenerational Greeks and Australians. So that's a really, really interesting save. I've not managed in Greece myself, but a lot of people... Now he gets his goal. A lot of people are talking about managing in Greece this year. And I did Turkey last year, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, I think Greece might be on the radar for maybe next year. We'll see. He enjoyed that, didn't he? He enjoyed that. Oh, Big Willie style there. Evening all. Please get the mask off after that flight to Indonesia. But you've been on albeit the Xbox edition. I genuinely fell out of that for a second. Even Sportman, how are you, buddy? Welcome home. Nice to see you. Hope life's treating you good. I think we're having a bit of fun here, to be honest. This has potentially got the hallmarks of a good save, but of course we know what happens. We know what happens, don't we? Is that even disallowed? Yes, it is. Yeah. Only started today. Can't report how much fun it is in the minute, but it seems the perfect middle ground between buildable and established football nation. I think you're right. Yeah, I think that seems a reasonable comment, to be honest. You should be able to get some decent enough European players coming in. You'll get a couple of players coming through yourself. You might get the odd decent wonder kid. So yeah, there's definitely potential there. That sounds like a great save. Yeah, I mean, it was offside. We'll take that. But okay, we need to. Oh, everyone's got pissed off about that. Soz lads. Right, let's go to set pieces first of all. Right, first of all, okay, are we happy enough with that as a 4-4-2 then? Do we think it needs changing? Do we need any additional change in roles? Like maybe if we have Janino in, do we change him to a playmaker possibly here? Do we keep them as fullbacks? I think fullbacks for now. I don't really think we do anything different to that. In terms of our second formation, 4-3-3. Again, positive. Right back is weak. Yeah, well, we're trying to address that, obviously. Left back's not much better, if I'm honest. We've got Ryan in on trial. Could be in for free, so maybe he might be okay. Compare him to what we've currently got at left back, which is it Rachman? I don't think it is actually. I don't think it is Rachman. Who's the left back we've been playing with? Derry Rachman. Yeah. Here is Derry Rachman. So actually, there's not a great deal between them, to be honest. It's not hugely restrictive, to be honest. We've got so we can pick 33 players for the squad. We can have 4 foreigners, 3 who are non-Asians, We've got that in our squad. They were there already. We've got 2 Serbs, a Brazilian and an Australian who we might try and get rid of if we can. Nothing personal, just I think we've got better players. We can get better players. It's yeah, I think we have 7 under 23s, 2 under 20s. There doesn't seem to be any restriction on the amount of loans you can have, so we've been loaning quite a few players in, or at least that's the plan we're going to try and do. So again, I'm not hugely worried really about what we've got, and also the rest of the league's not particularly great either. So I think if we get just a tiny little bit of an advantage, then that'll really help us. It depends on what wing backs we get in. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, let's have a look. So if we say, for example, right, say we don't get any wing backs in, right? And we end up looking at, where was my, this is what I had. Right, we could end up with something like this, right? Have you looked into a senior affiliate yet? Not much, not yet. No, not yet. We've sort of just we're just slowly. I mean, let's say we've been in 2 weeks into the save at this point, so we're just sort of feeling our way around it at the minute. So we've got this for a 3-5-2 maybe. Could work, or we could put them up there as midfielders. Then either drop one back or push one forward, depending upon how we want to play. So that's quite nice. Do you prefer it with better or worse? Better or worse? So would you have wing backs there on support? Do you like it in that system, or do you like it in where they're wide midfielders? Because the wide midfielders, again, would work for us. We could have Jeff. We could have Irfan, we could have Altep could even play out there. You know. So again, if we go balanced, short passing, we're going to play around the sides. Do you still have problems with game crashes or resolve with release? Not touch wood. I've not had one yet. Kicks. I had 3. I had 3 during the last. During the beta, really frustrating. So hopefully they've changed. Okay, we like that shape. All right, well, tell you what, let's play our next. So Persic Kendall. Let's see if we'll play this our next game and see what it looks like. We've got corners. Let's load our corners in. Is it that one? So defending corners. That's what we had. Hard to break it down, but using pace up top. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So again, we'll work on the specifics of who marks who when we've got our first team in charge. Right. That's fine. That's got to go to. Yeah. Cool. And I suppose technically we have to put throw-ins in as well, don't we? Because actually no, we didn't do them, did we? We'll sort of throwing technique out. I don't like the idea of it, but we could. We wanted to do some chance conversion training, didn't we? Let's try that. Atep should slot in nicely between the two. Yeah, he could do. And then of course you've got so you'll probably have, if we're to pull this apart, so Maslak It's probably going to be the king in the middle. Could even be a libero, or could be if we wanted to. Let's not do anything silly just yet. Let's put Rudolph there. We'll put Imbri here for now, but that could be our third defender if we get him in. Kojic obviously goes up top. AM becomes Atep. That becomes Janillo. When he comes back in, obviously. So, again, we need a defensive mid. You know, or someone who's just happy just sitting there. Sockling, I suppose, for now. And then, wing-backs wise, we don't really have wing-backs. But I guess it looks like that. And it's not. It's not the worst shape. It sort of plays roughly to what we've got. Evening, Alan. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. And then make him an AP. And that's not too bad, is it? CM on defend. That sort of looks alright, doesn't it? So if we save that as Sleman, Sleman 352. There's a slight little change on it. Then again, as I say, we can move those up into wide midfielders if needs be. If we're looking to push on, if we're looking to tighten up, Atep goes there like that. Do you know what I mean? Then it becomes a little bit more defensive. So yeah, so there's something with that then. Maybe. Let's try that out on the next our next game. See how we get on. Again, we're balanced, but maybe we might need to go positive on it. Go a bit more attacking. Nah, I think we'll leave him. We'll wait for the other player come through. So 68 grand for Lestusen. I'm happy to go for it because if we can get him in, it's a huge signing. Huge signing if we can get him. Not interested. Not interested. Damn. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Junda Irwan. You see that certain players struggle in different weather effects this year. Take Rudolph there, he struggles in the rain, dear. Oh, God. Okay, he's on his way out, so let's pop. So, no, Mbiri got a couple of goals there, so let's keep him in. Let's put Irfan in there because he's a bit of a legend as well, isn't he? Really, you know, he could do it. Oh, squad numbers time now. Does everybody want to get all triggered? You know. I'm happy just to leave them as they are, to be honest, and then just put the spare numbers in. Monsoon season going to be problematic. I've not even thought of that. Okay, top goal scorer suggestions. None of our players are in that list yet. Kojic is the secret weapon. We've got 11 days left to get some players in. We'll have to start turn the screw a little bit, I think. So yeah, we'll maybe start looking to do some more business. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call up. Let's put Gaffer in the. I'm going to take a little look at him, and Hawkey can come up as well. And they can just see what it's like up and around the first team. I'm tempted to start Gaffer ahead of Williando. No, I'll keep him there. Okay, you look like you've done okay at right back. You're on trial, yeah? Put yourself there then. Who's the best two right backs and the wing backs in League Two? Well, we've got this guy in who apparently isn't a wing back. Really, where have we just put him? Yeah, he's not a wing back. He's a full back. He's okay. I think we're actually going to get a better wing back in. Erwan's the guy that we've got who currently plays for us, who's fine but not good enough. Obviously, this guy here, Ardien Shen, we're going to try. We've got him on trial. We'll see how he looks. So it's just all a trial and error, I think, to be honest. Up until August transfer window, we'll get a bit of a feel for what we've got in terms of a team. I think that, yeah, I think we should be okay. Famous last words, I'm aware. Famous last words saying we should be okay. It's not what I want, is it? It's not what anyone wants to hear. As we've said before, by the way, previously, guys, if you're new, I'm not one who sort of bangs on about subs and stuff to the channel. But even Timmy G, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you. Because we're doing a Build a Nation save, as you can see, we don't know much about the Indonesian league. So what we're going to do is, if you sub to the channel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the database, give you the save file, so you can help with the scouting. So just so you get something back, you know what I mean? Like, we try and say, like, sort of sub with Amazon Prime, link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch. That's free. That means, you know, that it doesn't come out of your pocket, it comes out of Jeff Bezos' pocket. Costs you nothing, I get kickback. And as I say, then you get a copy of the save file. You can do some scouting, get some players. What a ball, what a miss. Seeing you in Zealand with 5 at the back, is that an OP tactic, or is it just how the teams play, giving the best players on your side? To be honest, Kevin, this is the first time we've trialled it, and I was trying it because I thought we were going to get another centre-half in who had exceptional quality. I like 3 at the back systems, 5 at the back systems, depending on how you look at it. I've had mixed results with them. What I understand from speaking to people about this game, is 3 striker systems seem to be OP. If you play with 3 strikers, goals galore. Double target man and poacher. Sorry, target forward. Double target forward and poacher. Mwah. Won 2 different lower leagues, unbeaten, 5-2-3. Yeah, it's the striker formation, is the striker positioning is really strong at the minute. So that's maybe something we'll look at. We'll maybe get a system that has 3 strikers in, Chance conversion has worked, absolutely. Yeah, 9 shots, 5 on target, 2 goals. Yeah, no, appreciate that, Kevin. It's nice to have you here. Who are you managing, by the way? Welcome to the stream. It seems like it's your first time chatting. It might be your first time here, might not be, don't know. But yeah, welcome in. Pull yourself up a chair. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Those were inverted wingers, overlapping wing backs, barely ever conceded. Yeah, that's nice combinations. Nice combinations. Oof, off the line. Now, do you remember, we've had loads of issues previously where we'd be conceding goals from corners. Oh, Williando. I thought we were going to get a cracking counter-attack goal there. Let's put the gaffer on for his debut. You start with Le Havre. That's a great save. Le Havre's an excellent save. Straight red. Straight red for our left back out there. Oh dear. Whoops. That's fine. Let's take Gouffron off. For a left back. Move you down there. Move you there. That works better. We're okay for now. We're okay for now. Don't worry. Atep's starting to struggle a smidge as well, so I might have to bring him off. Usually do English leagues, but seeing all the fun those are having with different leagues, I might give it a try. Yeah, I think, you know what, I think there seems to be a lot of experimenting this year, whether it's just because it's people just looking for excitable stuff, and like I'm seeing a lot of Asian leagues. Like I know Dupe's managing in China, Work the Space is managing in China, obviously Zealand last year was managing in China, we're managing in Indonesia. It's yeah, it's become a lot more popular, and I think that's because of the dynamic youth systems. Good goal, really, really good goal. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think it is. I think people are now seeing it as a viable option to go and do these different nations. That's a really smart goal, actually. Let's move that to there. That's better. That's better. Like that. And then once we're like defensively struggling, that'll do. And then we'll just drop our defensive line a smidge. Just see the game out now, I think. And right, there we go. That'll do. It's probably more fun and challenging too. Keeps you engaged. Well, yeah, I think that's the plan. Yeah, routine red card. Yeah, I think we need to take kicking off, don't we? I like the fact that we're not strong, but we're aggressive, aren't we? We're like the Indonesian Wimbledon. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just something a bit interesting, something different, and yeah, it's just nice to see something a little bit that isn't just, oh, here's Newcastle with, you know, all the money. Like, it's boring, man. It's boring. The team defaults to tackle harder. I think ours definitely do. Great strike from Ridwan. His future's uncertain at the club, by the way. We're unsure about him. That's a great strike. That keeps him in our thinking. So what we've learned about the club is we can play with 10 men. You know, so we're fine. We're fine with that. Bring us some like English spirit to Asia. Yeah, go fucking get him. Fucking get him. Yeah, if he moves, you kick it, right? You know, we said we need to be aggressive. We said we need to be tougher than our opponents. And that's exactly what we're doing. It's exactly what we're doing. Physical. There you go. See. Let's do another chance conversion as well in there. Right, we're starting to play teams now that they're going to be a bit more of a challenge, right? So this is obviously where we're going to learn a bit more about ourselves. So Persic and PSIS, okay? That's where we're going to learn. So evening Rio Magos, welcome in. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Maybe take that get stuck in off there. Should we stick another one with this 3-5-2? Should we try that out again against one of the better sides, or then drop to the drop back to that 4-4-2 that we know quite well? I think we maybe need to start looking at bringing some players in. Right, Antara, there's the man. Right now, do we think one feature I would like is different levels of tackling aggression, starting from go easy on them to break their shins. Right, here's a tip for you, Ryan. Okay, here's a tip for you. Now, I picked this up from FM Stinger. Now, I don't know if FM Stinger is his Twitch name. Let me find out. 2 seconds, because I'll shout him out, right? Because you need to follow him for a start. Okay, he knows his stuff, right? But this is a really useful tip. Okay, so bear with me 2 seconds. Is it Stinger or is it FM Stinger? And it might be the most obvious thing that you've ever heard, right? But when he explained it to me, I was like, oh, that makes complete sense. Okay, right, here he is. Right, so right, make sure you follow him. Okay, now what they suggested, okay, is you have two. So if we do it here as our route 1, right? So you want that, okay? Copy that tactic into here, okay? So we'll go for Sleman, 4-4-2, right? So it's exactly the same, okay? Now, I shout out myself. Shit, that's not right. You can see. It's because there's a gap there. That's right. Okay. There you go. There, right there. Right, there's Stinger. Right. So, what you do here, okay? You copy a tactic. So, number 1, number 2 is the same tactic, okay? So, in number 1, we've got positive. We've got hit extreme passing. We want to have our press slightly more. We want to have our. We're going to take get stuck in off. Right. On tactic 2 in the copies, right? Get stuck in, press harder, okay? And then, urgent, higher tempo, right? Narrow and really contract everything. Now, what you can then do while you're in the middle of your game, so game management is really simple. When you've then got your tactic at the bottom of the screen, you just flick in between tactic 1, tactic 2. Everything stays the same. The only issue is that your lines of engagement will change, your aggression will change, so you can then go, if you're going to become more aggressive, you want to squeeze the space a bit, like that. That's really again going to change the dynamic of how the match works. Everything stays identical, but the instructions are tweaked. Again, you might want to change your role slightly as well. So you might have these two midfielders here. You might go, you know what? Let's go in, ball winners, right? Get them both battling for the ball. If it's like a really tight game, you might want that, So you might want to play and tackle harder. So that's a way of doing it, But yeah, just when he explained that to me, I was just like, oh, makes complete sense. Like just a really simple light bulb moment. You see, exactly. It seems so obvious. Rather than sitting and changing it on the fly, just change it right at the bottom. Just there you go, yeah. And then you can dictate when to press, when to hold back. Like he's built it on how teams play in real life, like 20-minute segments. Press for 10 minutes, sit for 5, press for 5. You know, that's how he does it, and he just works really, really well. Works really well in PvP. I was letting a system manager do opposition instructions. I was an 8-game losing streak. Started doing it yourself. Now you're 10 games unbeaten. You know what? It's a coin toss, right? Because your assistant manager, if you've got a good assistant manager, that will work, right? If you've got a bad assistant manager, then yeah, that's why you lose them. But yeah, it's just about taking ownership and taking control. I think we go with a faster wing back. I think we're going to go with the faster one. Let's get him in. Let's get him in. In comes Juni Antara. Okay. His crossing's poor. Of course his crossing's poor. We didn't know, but we didn't know. But he's quick, so that might be okay. His marking's alright. Leadership's good. Maybe not as good as the other guys, but possibly a better player overall. Plus he's played 96 games in the last few years, so he's clearly a footballer. You know what I mean? Like, he's first choice. He's got 8 international caps. I suppose compared to, who's it we were looking at? Was our other option? Our other option, no caps, you know, so yeah, plus he's played for Persib. He used to play for us, so yeah, we don't really want to get the guy back per se, but yeah, let's stick with it. I'm happy with the one that we've made. Yeah, this is absolutely my main save, Ryo. We're trying to build the nation of Indonesia, so it's going to take us a while, I think. Asia, less instructions, work better, players have less concentration. Exactly. It was just an example of how you can do it while you're playing. Hello, Zemo Brenner. You look quite interesting. I know we don't really want to waste a foreign spot on a defender, but let's see. Assuming you're only bringing Indonesian players or Andy Carroll. We're bringing in, so basically we can only bring 4 foreign players in our FOG. 3 of which are foreign players who aren't Asian. We tried to get Andy Carroll in, but Andy Carroll didn't want to come. We asked him, we said, look, do you want to come in for a trial? He was like, nah, not fussed. So, yeah, so fuck him. You know what I mean? This guy could be quite exciting, to be honest. Could be a League One star of the future. Once you've got a bit more money, I recommend checking the Dutch clubs, because they do have a tendency to have Indonesians. Well, yeah, there is obviously a link up with, or I say a link up, but there is a pathway, isn't there, between Indonesia and Holland. Perieng at Cardiff, yeah, exactly, yeah. His crossings unknown again. Zemo is the new Asian Zico. Yeah, well, we've got him in on trial, so we'll have a look and see what it looks like. But he already looks a bit exciting. So, but then again, the bar is set so low that anybody who comes in looks exciting. And he's young enough that he could become classed as Indonesian. He's not been capped by South Africa yet, so we've got that. We've got that possibility. There you go. Press conference done. Players in. Sleman, man. Okay, so Dendi has gone off to Burrito. Yeah, that's fine. Let him go on loan. He can go out there. Actually, I think he's gone permanently, hasn't he? No, he's on loan. He's on loan. Top talented players. None of our players are in there. But Raffley. We liked Raffley. Barley have gone in for him. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, excuse me, that's a horrible noise that just made down the microphone there. Janzola. Only just joined, I think. Iranto. Looks pretty good as well, doesn't he? Ricky Exa. Zola. It's getting better, I know. Bruno Mareo. Brazilian. 21. Oh, to be 21 again. Not going to buy 21 and 22 until you're done with this save. You're currently doing the same in Hungary. You're an FM20. Nice. But this is the thing though, man, isn't it? It's like, it's genuinely, if you find a save that you love, why would you change? And I respect that. I absolutely respect that. Saya Feuden looks fairly decent. But this is the one that we're interested in. Utomo. 15 potential acceleration. Heading's not great. Marking's good though. Tackling's okay. Positioning's fine. Leadership's decent. He could be up there. But still not really much better than Rudolph though, so... Sleman, we don't know much about. 32. Baggett, of course, we've had a look at from Ipswich. We can't get this guy. We've obviously already tried, which would be a shame. But you know what I'm liking? I'm liking about this game is that we're not just diving straight in, buying a whole bunch of players and going, this is where we are. We're finding it difficult to get the right players. Kev Brown, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind of you to join in. Dimas, we said we were going to try and go for, didn't we? He's only just joined. He's not going to go anywhere. Regianto. Has he just joined? Let's see what they're saying. Ryuju looks good. Back up for 3. What are your early feels about the Indonesian league and the players? I'm really enjoying it. Like the players aren't great. Like anybody who's got double figures is an absolute baller. But I think that's what adds to the fun, to be honest. Elliot Power, Indonesia. You're absolutely right, buddy. Indonesia. We're doing Build a Nation here. This guy's Canadian as well. And he's on a free. And he's Indonesian. Ball winning midfielder. Get yourself in on trial, buddy. And he's over 5'6" as well. Yes. Did it on FM21. Second table was like 2050. Surprised the yeah, that's I've just missed a play there. Yeah, you know what? I'm enjoying it. I know we're not even out of pre-season yet. So ask me in a few weeks when I've inevitably been sacked and we're in a different club and it's like, you still enjoying Indonesia, Tony? No, I'm not. You know, but at the minute I am. At the minute I like it. They really want me to go for this play, don't they? Come on then, let's see if we can get him in, shall we? 12k. It's not that much. It's not that much. We've had I had a text message from Wales is where it's at, although at the moment second in my season was Chorley. But we've got a challenge going on at the minute, Elliot, in the Discord, where you can manage Wrexham for a season. signing only Welsh players, American players, and Canadian players. And I liked managing in Wales. I had a Welsh save going a while ago. I had I think it was FM20. It was Bangor Town. Amazing. I loved it. I loved that save. It's brilliant. So yeah, if you're looking for a long-term save and a build a nation save, Wales is a great shout. Let's not talk about why we pulled out there, to be honest. Landfair United, I did. FM20 got them to the Europa League final, mate. That's huge. Well, cracking achievement, man. Genuinely, well played. Well played. Right, okay, 2 more possible incomings. Deadlines in 1 week. 1 week. So Fire Faded, we're gonna be on all week, to be honest, mate. Because of the fact that it's the new game week. So every night at 9 o'clock UK time, we're gonna be here. Also tomorrow morning and Thursday morning, I'm gonna be doing the Wrexham save. 9:30 in the morning. If you want something that's not Indonesia, if you fancy something a little bit different, come and join us at 9:30 in the morning. We'll do that for a few hours. We'll hang out. We'll have some coffee. It'll be fun. A nice little way to start your day. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to be in every single night at 9 o'clock this evening. Follow on the Discord, follow on Twitter. Then you'll obviously keep up with information. And of course, follow on Twitch as well. Then you get the alert as well. So that's my recommendations, to be honest. But yeah, appreciate you being in, man. That's genuinely very kind. I love the fact that people stop by, particularly with the fact that we're doing Indonesia. Like I know it's an easy sell. Like it's not sitting there being like, oh, here's Liverpool, here's Dortmund. Like it's like Indonesia. Like, who's doing Indonesia and why? You know what? Fair play. There's a lot of you here tonight. There was a lot here last night as well. Bearded Twig, I appreciate that, buddy. And it feels like a good save. It feels like a good save. I'm excited by it, and I think it's gonna get better. You had Ozil and Benzema for Landfair. That's fucking nuts. Absolutely nuts. Let's put Brenner in there for it's League One Asia. Where else do you want to be? For me, nowhere. For me, this is exactly where we need to be. This is the best position that we could be in of anything. I'm all for it, to be honest. This, for me, feels right. Wales has got amazing midfielders. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Maslak can go back there, and we can put Bashtim. Actually, Bashtim probably prefers to play up front, doesn't he? What are we thinking? About Willy Ando? Right now, he's on a free. Okay, he's got 12 of finished. He's only scored 1 for us so far this season. On his trial. Suliot United are interested in him in League 2. Plus, we've maybe got another player coming in as well to look at. So we maybe need to think about him in the future. I'm not sure. Lee Trundle still smashing him in with a beer gut. Lee Trundle was amazing, wasn't he? The things that boy could do with a football. Right, so this is going to be a bit more of an indication as to where we're at, okay? This should be a team around about our level, okay? So, let's see. We're going back to 4-4-2, right? We're giving it a quote-unquote debut to Gardner, who's the Indonesian Canadian, who I think we might need to try and sign him, actually. Oh. Good thing with Asia as well is the kits are always mid. Go on, Kojic. Oh! Oh! Absolute filth. Absolute filth from the big man. What a ball that is. And look at that for a finish. I tell you what, Atep is playing his way into a contract. Right, he's playing his way into a contract. 35 years old. I know it's pre-season, but he's doing it. Gardner's picked up an injury. It's not. Didn't want to see that. The chip game in FM is unreal. Yeah, it just looks dirty, doesn't it? Oh no! Nice goal, nice goal. And we've got £280,000 Ryu, which sort of is a reasonable amount of money, but at the same time, we don't need to spend it because we can loan as many players as we want in the league. So right now, I don't think we'll be splashing the cash per se. We need to move some players out first. So try and create a bit more space in the squad. We can only register 33 players, so couple of passengers, I reckon. Atep's struggling a bit. Gardner's picked the ball up now, driving forward. Great ball. Oh, Willie Ando. Willie Ando having an effort there. He's making it hard for us not to keep Mini. Aberystwyth is the Sleman of Wales. Yeah. I think we're starting to click. Chat, we're starting to click. Yeah, he's onside. He's onside. Kojic, Williando. Oh, free kick off the ball incident. That's a nice touch. A little off the balls. Oh. I think that's often a problem in the game, which I kind of like because it's real. So when the ball goes overhead, and you've got your wing back or your full back trying to sort of like in this position, this here, where they have to head the ball, they're not going to head the ball to another man. They are literally just going to get under it and get it up and sort of loop it wherever they can get it, so it doesn't necessarily drop to another player. So I like that. In previous incarnations, that would have gone more towards a man. And we know the accuracy isn't always there for that. So I quite like it. I'm very happy to see misplaced passes, which I know seems a really strange thing to see, but I'd be happy about. But I'm very happy about that. Greater degree of accuracy and realism. Okay, so interesting. Good first half. What have we got here in terms of injury? Foot injury. Let's bring him off just in case. We don't want to aggravate that. We want to keep him, hopefully, so we can keep him and maybe keep him. Let's look at a replacement as well for Janino, because he's on a yellow card and he's starting to tire a little bit. Maslak will probably bring off as well. Williando will probably bring off. Yeah, I will make those changes now, actually. Let's put Gaffer on as well. He can have a run out up front. Oh! Free kick. I thought we'd scored then. Thought we got another goal. Sadly not. Oh my god, there's Rich Owens' music. Everybody be really, really excited. In comes Rich Owens. Give Mr. Owens a shout, everyone. How are you, Rich? Are you well? You coming at the right time? Oh, no you haven't. No you haven't. Cheeky pink Persic kit. It's beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Rich, I'm going to level with you, right? I need to tell you this right now. I really like Indonesia. I'm having a lot of fun. We're still in pre-season. We've got one more pre-season match to play. This is a team who are kind of on our level. And that is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Get a clip on that, everybody. That's a beautiful goal. Michelino, welcome in, my man. Appreciate the raid, brother. How are you? Welcome to Indonesia. Hope life's treating you well. How's your stream going? He's taking the chat with him on a holiday to Indonesia. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Kevin. We're all on board the Bali bus. Yeah, we're off to Sleman, man. It's going to be great. I think it's Jakarta is where they play. So yeah, get your passports ready. Make sure everyone's ready to go. Double vaxxed. Let's head over there. Liquid football indeed. As I say, if that's clipped, we'll be putting that right up tonight as a little sort of like, hey, look what we can do, guys. Shout out for Michelino, by the way, as well. Give him a follow if you're not already doing so. Joystick El Presidente just entered the chat. I mean, that's quite an entrance, Joystick. Quite an entrance indeed. Owen, how are you, buddy? Welcome. I'm in, my man. What's happening? We're actually, well, you might be quite surprised about this. We've just won a match. It's pre-season, granted, but we are doing Build a Nation, as you know, in Indonesia, and it's going quite well. I think we're enjoying it. I think we like it. Don Pap, how? I don't know how. I don't know how we've won it. But we're managing. We've played against a team who are kind of our sort of level, really, and we've just smashed them. Joystick, appreciate the follow there. Very kind indeed. Thank you for that. So Michelino's chat. This is a Build a Nation save with Indonesia. We are currently managing PSS Sleman. If you want to know a bit more information about them, this is the little background link, okay? I'll fill you in incredibly quickly. Basically what they are a football team who have presumably the first, female ultras, okay? They have female ultras that run the shit in Indonesia, right? The South Stand is ran by female ultras, and they left the North Stand because they felt uncomfortable, they felt intimidated, they felt there's a bit of sexual harassment going on there as well. They wanted to make the stadium better, the club better. They hold the club up to standards which are of professionalism, including actual tickets. Like literally, it goes down that far. They have looked at the club all the way right down at the bottom to go, we need tickets for matches. Like, you know, really? Rather than just turning up, like, yeah. Like, we need to know who's here, right? So they've done that. They have been voted the loudest fans in Indonesia. They also have a thing where they refuse to allow any negative chanting towards the opposition. So it's 90 minutes of positive chanting only. The scenes are incredible. Like, again, in the Discord, we've got some videos of the fans. The coordination of it is just insane, right? Absolutely insane. So here we are, trying to basically build a nation in Indonesia off the back of that. We're in pre-season. We're about to play our local rivals right now as our final pre-season game. We've got a couple of days left of a transfer window. There's only 3 months you can buy players. That's going to be a challenge. You also seem to have no loan limit. So that's what we're trying to use to our advantage, as we did in Italy. Oh, shit. We wanted this guy as a striker. This will give you the level of the players that we're working with, right? This is a really good striker in this league, right? The face pack we're using was actually sent through by FM Garudo, who is an Indonesian content creator who I got in touch with to say, I need some kits. So he sent me all the kits and the face pack. Novak Star, yes, Indonesia. You played with Mitra Kutai before. Nice. Well, this is my first attempt at Indonesia. So this is the kit we're playing in as well. By the way, it looks class, doesn't it? Beautiful green and white away kit, green and black stripes for our third kit. We'll do a quick little whiz through some others. I mean, again, look at these, just really smart kits. Sponsors all over the place. Bali United, they're the team to beat. They're the new boys in town. Founded in 2015, they've won the league 3 times, I think now. They've got an esports team. They take all their off the pitch inspiration from European clubs, so they're very much commercial based. So they know how to generate money. So again, we'll be trying to do that and trying to keep up with them off the pitch as well as on the pitch. And yeah, I just think it's a little bit different, and I think it's going to be really fun. In terms of where Indonesia are, as you say there, Owen, we're currently 27th. Okay, our league reputation is 27th in Asia. It's a 1.5 star league. Okay, this is the Indonesian League One. So this is the top division. Obviously, we're below the Jordanian Professional League, the Bahrainian Premier League, the 3rd division in Korea, the Tajikistani High League. We all know that's a big league. We need to obviously overthrow the Chinese Super League at the top. Also, no Indonesian club has ever won the Asian Champions League, and Indonesia have never won the Olympics, and they've never gone past the quarterfinals of the World Cup. So I'm in for a challenge, is what I'm saying, really. Like, we've got quite a bit to do. Big population should help. We've also got, in addition to that, we've also got all of Asia loaded up as well, right? So we've got Australia, China, both leagues, Hong Kong, India, both Indonesian leagues, obviously, both Malaysian leagues, the Singaporean league, the South Korean leagues, and then we've also loaded up South Africa. Again, there's a bit of crossover with South Africa and Indonesia in terms of players, in terms of population. Also, if it all goes wrong, then, and building a nation is just too difficult, we'll do an Asian journeyman. So we'll just bounce around all the nations, win the top league in each nation. Then, of course, Africa comes into it. So how many years do I think to win the Asian Champions League? I don't know, Kerdalf. I would like to think we can do... I'd like to think we have to have... This has got to be like a sort of 20 or 30 year plan, really. 20 years. Let's see where we are in 20 years, right? On FM21, I started streaming in March. We got to the final of Peterborough. We only did 10 seasons, okay, from March to November. We only streamed twice a week, so it wasn't really enough. This, maybe we can get 20 seasons out. It's going to be a push, but let's see where we go. I guess we have a plan with scouting, because there's only 3 months where you can scout. Anyone that's subbed to the channel will get a copy of the save file and can help scout players and basically like bring players to the table, because we've got attribute masking on, because of course we have, right? And yeah, that's where we are. So if this sounds like the sort of thing that you might enjoy, drop a follow on it. We're streaming Wednesdays, Sundays, and it's either going to be Tuesdays or Thursdays. I haven't decided yet as to which one our other day is going to be. And then this week is going to be every night. Maybe next week we'll have a couple more streams. Tomorrow as well, tomorrow during the day, I'm streaming Wrexham. We're doing a Wrexham save on our Discord, which is one season as Wrexham manager. You can only buy Welsh players, American players, or Canadian players. So that's our little challenge. So I'll do that tomorrow morning, and I'll do that Thursday morning as well. I've got a couple of days off work this week, so yeah, come and hang out and watch that if you want as well. Mr. Mad Scientist, how's Indonesia going? You know what, mate? Loving it, absolutely loving it. We're about to play our final pre-season game against our rivals, so welcome in. Perfect time to do that. Get followed on Mad Scientist as well, by the way, guys, if you don't already do it. This is a man who drops some unreal content. fantastic databases. You're going to absolutely love it. He's mad scientist by name, mad scientist by nature, like the brains, right? So yeah, do that, get followed. Because we're building a nation as well, I'm not adverse to letting players move around. So there are obviously players will be coming in and going. We need to keep the players within the league. That's the main thing, is keep the players within the league. We don't want them leaving. So if it looks like, for example, Bali United, we're about to sell a player who's going to go to South Korea, I might look to try and bid on that player to keep him in the division so that the Indonesian league gets better. Because obviously we want the league to get better. So it's not just about us doing well, it's about everyone doing well. So we have to raise the bar. That's the bit that's going to be really difficult to try and comprehend and to try and work. But I think we can do it. And if we can't do it, then we'll make it really difficult for ourselves trying. And we'll have fun. Let's have fun while we do it. So yeah, that's where we're at. But yeah, if anyone's new to the chat, as I say, if you want to drop a follow on it, feel free. That'd be much appreciated. Let me know what your saves are like as well. Let me know who you're managing. Keep me up to date with it, because I think there's some great save ideas going around at the minute. What I'm noticing as well is that everyone is weak as shit. Like strength 1. Like they'll get knocked over in a mild breeze. 14 acceleration, 14 to 17 finishing. Bring in Beto. We might have to, Julian Mancini. I'll be watching closely as I do my own building nation. Who are you building, JM? Who are you building? Also, JM, check this out. I don't know if you pow. Right, look at that. Hey, 5 titles away from the title. 5 games with the title from Sampdoria. What title? Serie B title, nomadic striker. I hope Serie B. It'll be too difficult with 5'5". Afinio, welcome along. Appreciate the follow, my man. It's not difficult to be strong at 5'5". Ask Xherdan Shaqiri. Switzerland, but started in tier 3. Don't hate on Sampdoria. I don't hate on Sampdoria. I just wish it had gone better. Like I really liked it, but it didn't like me, sadly. So yeah, these little logos here, this little TJFM, that was designed by JM. He's done us some sub badges, very, very kindly does some sub badges. If you follow Twitch at the minute, are in a little bit of beta phase. If you follow, you get these emotes for free, right? Which you would normally have to subscribe for. So Dave has a party. Yes, my man. Welcome in. We're having an Azza party over here. How's Tricks, buddy? Welcome into the stream. Hope you're well. How's your save? How are Wolves doing? I'm guessing it's Wolves. It's usually Wolves. If it's not Wolves, how are Wolves doing on your save? We're doing very well. Thank you. I'm just trying to get you a shout out here. There you go. Shout out for Mr. Azza party. If you're not following him, get on board. Get on board with the 5-star potential podcast as well, by the way. Awesome content to listen to. Big fans indeed. Top 4 just bottled the Champions League semi versus Bayern. Oh no, oh dear. As a party, shame, man, shame. But welcome here. We've got we're doing an Indonesian build a nation, because why not? You know, we've figured we'd do that. So we're managing PSS Sleman. This is the sort of talent we've got in the squad, right? Bearded Wonder, welcome in. This is what we've got to play with, right? So this is one of our guys here. It gives you an indication. 5'6" for a striker. Heading of 15, okay? Jumping reach 1. He's got fucking lead boots. Like, how is that a thing? So he's got that. We've got players who've got strength of 1, strength of 2. Like, a sideways wind can knock these players over. It's gotta hit it high, mate. We've got a striker. Like, look, this is all built around our centre half, who's 6'3". Like, he's the man, right? Give it to him. He's going to fucking whack it long. And then it's going to go up to the other Serbian player, who's 6 foot, who's got strength of 13, so he'll just knock the others out of the way. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be like a league. I'm going to create a league of Adama Traores. We're about to play our final friendly on, and then we play the league. So, Tutski, welcome along. Appreciate the follow. Very kind indeed. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. We've got, I think, 1 player away, 2 players away from being a decent enough side. 2 Serbians bullying 11 Indonesians. Yeah. And then occasionally give it to a Brazilian called Juninho. Like, nothing can go wrong there, right? That's perfect. Give the ball to Juninho. He'll do all the fancy stuff, while the other 2 players just go and fucking knacker people. Yeah, like absolute murder ball. Why would I not play that tactic? It makes complete sense, right? So that's where we are right now. But yeah, as I say, welcome in. We stream Wednesdays and Sundays. Usually, we're also going to do either a Tuesday or a Thursday. I haven't quite decided yet. No worries, man. Appreciate you dropping in, Dave. And like I say, I appreciate the raid, man. Very, very kind. My chat, like I say, do follow Dave. Do follow the 5-star potential. We'll catch up soon, buddy, man. We'll organise some stuff and we'll have a chat, because it's been a while since we've actually caught up properly. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. As I say, we do Wednesdays and we do Sundays. We may do a Tuesday or a Thursday. I haven't decided on which date yet. If this sounds like the sort of thing you might fancy, come and get involved. Drop a follow on it, and join the journey with us, because it could be fun. It could be fun. The match we're playing now is against a team who are sort of around about our ability levels, so this will give us a bit of an idea where we're at coming up against into the league, which obviously starts next week. So keen to find out where we are. Thing as well is that the board want us to play possession football, which is fine, but I think we're probably better off just kicking lumps out of people for now and worrying about that later. So we're not doing instructions in terms of the opposition, because it's just a friendly, but yeah, we're hoping for some decent results. We've done fine so far in pre-season, so we're hoping for another win to get us ready, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, if you're new, let us know who you're managing. We've got quite a chilled out chat here. We're pretty laid back. So yeah, keep us entertained, keep us up to date with what you're doing. We have got a winning record. Charlie. There's Don Bap's already been in asking how this is happening. Maybe Europe isn't for me. Maybe I'm an East Asian man. Maybe, I don't know. It has definitely happened, Don Bap. We've definitely seen victories. Obviously, this is only pre-season, and it could all change once the league happens, and then we end up 6 games in, 6 defeats, and I'm sitting there going, oh God, here it comes again. I hope not. I've looked the Sleman ground up, it's bloody huge, 50,000. Yeah. Oh. We're playing some nice football as well. Have you seen all the fan orchestrated stuff as well on? Like with all the sort of coordinated chanting and all the cards and stuff. It's unreal, absolutely unreal. Bearded Wonder just bought the game, started unemployed, took Millwall job trying to battle against relegation. Nice, good shout. Have you started with on with some coaching badges there? I take it a bit of experience. Millwall's a reasonable club though to start with, man. I think, like, I know Millwall's got a rep as a club, but yeah, it's a good. I think you can do something there. The ball movement is brilliant, genuinely brilliant, Kevin. It's one of my favourite things I've noticed so far. The ball dynamics are so much better than where we were last year, and also, like, when players tire, they misplace passes. It's lovely to watch. It's lovely to watch. One attempt beyond. Right, Atep is getting a contract, okay? You've sold me, Charlie. You've sold me. He's in. He's in the squad. He's turned up every single week in pre-season. Yeah. Man's done it. 35 years old. He's still doing it. Yeah. We'll keep him in. We'll keep him in. Oh! Clip that. Did anyone see that? Did anyone see that? How do we rewind this? Right. Look at this. What do? Let's press. Right. Right. How do we move this on slowly? Because this is. Right. Where do we go? Right. Do we press play now? Right. Watch this. Watch this. Where is it? Where's the bit where you see him do his craziness? Right. Look at this for craziness. Okay. Right. Now, somebody clip this bit here, right? Because we need this to go in the Discord. This is absolute filth, right? Watch your striker here. Fucking what? That's the new match engine right there. Right, let me know if that's clipped, because I need to post that out. An Indonesian Rabona, like, jumps over it and just like backheels it. I mean, this is it, right? Look, these guys are 2-0 down and he's pulling that shit out rather than just getting around the goalkeeper and just bang it. Just bang it. Stupid decision. Taribo stressed. What a name. Appreciate it. Welcome in, man. Welcome. Appreciate the follow. This is why the save is going to be fun. Exactly, Charlie. You don't get this managing, you know, in the top do. Oh, what a goal that is. Unbelievable. Unreal. Oof. Ooh. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I've had 17-year-olds score the world at 32 seconds into my first game. That's what you need, bearded twig. As I say, this is a derby game as well, so this is us in final pre-season mode. Williander. Right. Again, I think he's done enough. I think he's done enough for the contract. This is what Indonesian League One style right here. There we go. That's it right there. You want to talk Indonesian long style? That's the one. 3-1 up. He's away again, you know. Oof. He's just a bit hot-headed though, isn't he? He doesn't quite know how to control his control himself. It's a bit work a bit on his composure. He might get there. He might get there. Yeah, yes, Taffman. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Pleasure to see you. How are you, my man? Hope life's treating you good. How's your stream? Everyone, drop a big follow on Taffman. I think I will rehydrate, Mr. Taffman. Thank you, sir. How are you, buddy? Hope your stream's going well. How's life? How's the little one? As I say, guys, Taffman, variety streamer, good friend of ours. One of life's good guys. Give him a follow. Playing Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, nice, nice. Is that on the PS5, is it, or on the PC? And then got a bit of Minecraft on. See, I've never done Minecraft. I was about to say I'm too old for Minecraft, but you're my age, aren't you, Taff? So actually, maybe I'll do a disservice. Maybe you're not my age. Maybe you're a little bit younger. But yeah, I've never done it. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing with it. So playing the Xbox. Ah, cool. Build a Sleman stadium. Is that what it is then? So is it like Lego or something, or like is it like a design thing? We could do it. We could. I guess we could do a Sleman stadium. I don't really know. Maybe. I'm just going to say yes, and someone will then tell me, going, "No, you can't, Tony. That's not true." 40 this year. Yeah, in that case, yeah. You're in and around my level here. I'm still older, but it's fine. It's a game where you build things and the world has been out of cubes. Oh, okay, cool. So, real life then, essentially, I suppose, Alex. Welcome in, Alex, by the way. Hope you're well. Nice to see you. Are you feeling better today? Obviously, Villa, still without a manager. Hopefully, if the rumours are true about Steven Gerrard, hopefully we're still without a manager for much, much longer. Do not want Steven Gerrard in charge. Your pal worked on a recent Minecraft event, so you wanted to give it a go. That makes sense. I mean, you know what? That sounds pretty cool, though, to be honest, actually. If it's like video game Lego, I'm now starting to think that maybe this is sort of something I need to get involved with. Right. Part of me doesn't think Gerrard's going to happen, right? Part of me thinks it's a smoke screen and something else is happening. But unofficial approach will come. Yeah, you know what? I think it will. I think they will do it, and they'll interview him. But I think they'll interview somebody else as well. I just don't want it. I don't want, like, thing is Dean Smith was proud to be Villa manager. Okay, proud to be Villa manager. He made the players proud to be Villa players. Yeah. And I don't want Gerrard to turn up, because all he's going to do is go, oh, can't wait to go and manage at Anfield. Like, well, fuck off back to Anfield then. You know what I mean? Don't come here thinking it's a bloody stepping stone. You've won a league when you were the only team in that division because Celtic didn't bother last season. And plus, he's a piece of shit, Steven Gerrard. So, nah. Gerrard and Lampard, nah, neither of them. For me, neither of them. And if it is Gerrard, then yeah, I'm out. I don't. I'd rather we went for someone else. In fact, I'd rather we got relegated than have Steven Gerrard. So we'll have to wait. Could be worse. Could be Nigel Atkins. I'd take Nigel Atkins. His little morning chats on Instagram and Twitter. Beautiful. I love that. I'm all for that. Feels like a stupid move to sack him. No, not really. Not if I'm being honest, like I love Dean Smith. I think he's brilliant. Okay, and I think that he's done incredibly. He's done everything he had to do. Right, he got us stabilised. He got us promoted. He kept us in the division, and this year he hasn't kicked on, despite having to sell our best player. Right, that's where we're at. Right, has he got a glass ceiling? Possibly. Right, but at the end of the day, he's absolute class. Absolute class. His statement's been lovely. All the players seem to really get on with him. We've lost 18 games in 2021. That speaks for itself, right? That speaks for itself. That's why he's been sacked. As much as I don't want him to be sacked, that's why he's been sacked. He's lost too many games. Like, does it look like he's going to turn it around? No. That's why he's been sacked. Do I think Gerrard's a better option? No. Do I think Lampard's a better option? No. Talk about Homeland. Very interesting. I'll be honest, I don't know a great deal about him. But he got Denmark to the semi-finals of the Euros. He can't be a bad manager. We've got a bit of a thing with Danes and Scandinavians. We've got a good link up. So Yeah, be all right. Yeah, we've been unlucky with injuries. We've sold the superstar, the replacement have been injured. Yeah, you can't really legislate for that. That just happens. That's not Dean Smith's fault. That's just football. But it was glaringly obvious we needed a centre half in January. Didn't buy one. Then we got Twanzebe in, which, yeah, Twanzebe was fine a couple of years ago when he was there on loan. But again, I just don't think he wasn't better than what we've got. I don't know who we're getting either. I genuinely don't. Like, I'm not sitting here going, we have to have X, Y, and Z. I'm going, I don't know either. I've got no idea. Villa isn't the team of the 80s and 90s anymore. They're not, but they're still a fucking big pull. They're still a big pull. It's amazing how far Villa have gone from the days of debt. Yeah, like, look, we're still one of the top, irrespective of where we are in the league, we're still one of the top 8 clubs, I reckon, in terms of, like, who would you want to do? Like, we've won a European Cup before, and you can't go on past glories, that's fine. You've got to look at the here and now. We're a club who are 2 points above relegation, so that takes off a layer of, you know, some people were getting in touch with me on Twitter saying, oh, you know, maybe can we get Ten Hag or Mancini? I'm like, no, we can't. No, of course we can't. Like, these are managers who are managing in the Champions League. Like, we're close to getting relegated. So there's no way we're going to get those managers. Like, we are in the next 2 tiers below. And I'm sorry, I don't think that, you know, I think that Gerrard's below where we need to be, personally. In the Mud Sports, welcome along. Appreciate the raid. Hope everyone's good. Very, very nice to see you all. How was your stream? We're doing a bit of Football Manager tonight. We're doing FM22. We are doing a Build a Nation save in Indonesia. TTV Conman, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. If you do want to drop a follow in here, much appreciate. Get darts are in the mud. You know, I love the fact you guys stream darts. It's top work, man. Abs top work. Della, appreciate the follow. Get the follows on board. Come on, we're doing something wacky here. We're doing we're managing in Indonesia. Spud in the mud. Would you have Roberto Martinez? Maybe. Benny FC, appreciate the follow. We were linked with Martinez years ago. Don't know if you remember, years ago. And I wasn't convinced at the time, but I think better now. I think he's better now. I genuinely don't know who we get. I don't know who we get. Like, perspective for a club manager, ranked Villa below Everton, West Ham, Spurs, Arsenal, Leicester. Well, yeah, but that's in reality, yes, absolutely. Because they're all above us in the table. What about John Terry? No, John Terry won't be our manager. He's just signed up to Twitter. There's no way a football club is letting him in charge of anybody at the minute. That's the thing. You don't go giving John Terry Twitter and then be like, do you want to go manage a football club? No, that's not a thing. Koeman's available. Koeman would be crazy. Like that. If you talk about a level of manager who's available, Koeman is the absolute top. We're never going to get Koeman, right? And even because he's done ridiculous things, right? Hassan Hootel, I quite like in a weird way. But again, we're talking about a manager who was almost going to get sacked a few weeks ago. So why would we go for Hasselhouten? We're talking about Villa, by the way, Spud in the Mud. I'm a Villa fan. I'm airing my disdain towards the idea that Steven Gerrard might be our new manager. I don't want it. Humland must have ruled himself out. Didn't see it. I haven't seen that he's ruled out. But can't say I'd want that either. Yeah, Rudy Garcia, that would be interesting. But you know what? Like, again, I'm not sure whether we have an interesting or whether we just take a who would you want? Like, you know what? Fuck it. If the option was Steven Gerrard or Big Sam, right? Give Big Sam a ring. Get him in. I don't want Steven Gerrard. I don't want a manager. We've had a manager who's been sat there going, oh, you know what? You know what's great is going back to Liverpool. Can't wait to go back to Liverpool. Nah, fuck that. I want a manager who turns up and goes, you know what? I'm proud to be Aston Villa manager. I can't wait to work for Aston Villa. Graham Potter would be incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can't see it happening. But then again, I can't see what job Graham Potter's going to get. Do you know what I mean? Like he is destined for the top. He is absolutely destined for the top. He's probably going to get the England job rather than the club job. But I can't see which of the top 6 are going to take a risk on Graham Potter because he's not an attractive name. Like if we took him, and again, it's not much of a step up from Brighton at the minute, and that's really hard for me to say. That's not much of a step up from Brighton. If we got him in, then we go higher. We absolutely improve. But I would have liked Eddie Howe. Yeah, I would have liked Eddie Howe. Absolutely. Lampard's dead set. No, he's not. Nah. Lampard's not very good. Lampard's not good. Gerrard's not good. Wayne Rooney's not good. Like, and it feels really strange because the boards seem really switched on and really sort of proactive. And if it is Gerrard, it seems like a really strange appointment. It seems very much against what they've done so far. Like even bringing Dean Smith in the first place, it was the right appointment for that board. Some of the signings we've done are the right appointment, and then to be like, oh, here's Steven Gerrard. Like, really? No. Perzo likes Gerrard. He does, but again, like what's he done? Like, show me what he's done. Show me how he's an improvement. I was talking to a friend of mine, actually. My mate actually made a really good point. Gerrard's CV is better him staying at Rangers than coming to Villa, finishing 14th, and then trying to get the Liverpool job. Do you know what I mean? Like for him, it's actually better if he stays at Liverpool, at Rangers. Sorry, right? Do you know what I mean? Like coming to Villa actually makes his CV worse. Like Gerrard wants the Villa job. Of course, he wants the Villa job. It's more money, and he gets to go to Anfield once a season. You know, he doesn't have to put up with the Rangers Celtic rivalry. Of course, he wants the Villa job. The Villa job is bigger than Rangers. That's why. But and it's a stepping stone to Liverpool. And I don't want a manager coming to my club as a stepping stone. I'll accept that managers will move on, but I don't want a manager who's openly coming and very clearly coming with if I come here, I can go somewhere else next. Nah, not for me. Nuno, interesting shout, Mrs. J. Presumably he hasn't left Wolverhampton, so if he's in the area, makes sense. I don't think he moved to London, so he's probably the best we can get. Rafa is probably the best we can get, and I can't even imagine he's going to leave Everton. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is where we are. We're not in the position where we can be going, oh, give us Jesse Marsh, give us Spalletti, give us Mancini, give us like Allegri. Oh, what's Gattuso up to? Like, we can't do that. We've got to look around and go, right, who's up for a relegation fight? Okay, that's the first thing. Who's up for a relegation fight? Who can get us out of a relegation fight? Who can get us some players in January that won't mean we're in a relegation fight? I don't need someone who knows the English league. I don't need that at all. I think that's a bit of a myth, because you look at other managers, like, as much as I hate to say it, Jurgen Klopp never managed in England and has still managed to win a Premier League, right? Pep Guardiola has never managed in England and has still managed to win a Premier League, right? So that whole thing about managing in England is that's lazy, for want of a better phrase. Yeah, Steve Bruce knows the English league. Steve Bruce is not the option. Like, Tony Pulis knows the English league. Yeah, exactly, not an option. Nigel Pearson knows the English league. Not an option. They worked on massive budgets. Villa isn't up. Villa has a huge budget. Villa's a huge budget. We're the 9th richest club in the league. Like, we have a lot of money. We have a lot of money. Ali Mayer, appreciate the follow there. Thank you very much. We have spent money. We've spent a lot of money, but we have a lot of money. Like, our owners own the Milwaukee Bucks and Adidas. We're okay for cash. Like, Neil Warnock's out of a job. You know what, Mrs. J, right? I would take Neil Warnock above Steven Gerrard any day of the week, right? FFP won't be a problem either. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've got fans back. Like, Why are they going for middle of the road managers? Because we're in the bottom 3 or the bottom 4. That's why we need middle of the road managers. Martinez would be great. But yeah, Warnock was shit out of us to 12th. Absolutely, he'd do enough. He'd absolutely do enough. Villas-Boas, I think Villas-Boas is still a bit got his fingers burnt from the last time he was in England. So I don't know if he'd fancy it. He'd be good. He'd be really good, but I don't know if he fancies it. And obviously he's just been hounded out of Marseille, hasn't he? So I can't see it. I can't see it. If we want a quick fix, Nuno's a good shout. Sheriff Shine Top, appreciate the follow. Very kind indeed. Welcome in. Nuno, right now, the reason Nuno's interesting is because of the link with what's his face, the agent, Mendes. Right now, Mendes will sell players as and when he wants. Right, if he wants to keep Nuno in the Premier League, we are Nuno's best option. Okay, Newcastle was probably his best option, but he didn't go there, so now we are his best option. Where does Nuno go if he doesn't go to the Premier League? Right, he didn't get the Everton job. Tottenham didn't work out for him, so he's not going to get an Arsenal, a Man City, a Man United. Does he want? He's not going to get West Ham. That job's not going to come up. Does he want Burnley? Will he go to Burnley? In fact, you know what? Fuck it. Do we not just shit house our way out of it and get Sean Dyche? There's it. I'm going to put Sean Dyche's name on the table, right? Villa to get Sean Dyche. I'll have that. Give me Sean Dyche at Villa. I'll take it. 4-4-2. Kick things hard. Kick it long. Give me Sean Dyche. Do not give me Steven Gerrard. Right? Dyche won't leave. You've got that as well. Yeah. Why would he? Why would he not leave? But again, you know, if money talks, Ten Hag, there's no way Ten Hag is going to leave Ajax for Villa. Like, I would love that to be the situation, but there is no chance whatsoever. If Ten Hag goes anywhere, he's going to United. Like, that's where Ten Hag's going, or AC Milan or something like that. He's not coming to Villa in a relegation battle. No chance whatsoever. You know, and that's from a Villa fan. Like, I just don't believe. Brendan at United. Yes, I can see that. I can see that as a possibility. I could see. You know what? I get. Is it a sideways move? No. Man United is not a small club overnight, and there's no way that Leicester to Man United is a sideways move. How is that a sideways move? You win the league with Man United. Like, Man United is still one of the biggest clubs in the world. I'm sorry, like, you know, that's just facts. Man United are, and I'm not a Man United fan at all. Man United are still one of the biggest clubs in the world. Leicester, for all they've done fantastic, are nowhere near Manchester United and will never be near Manchester United. Liverpool manager will never be accepted at Man United, but they will accept him. If he wins trophies, they will accept him. That's the reality, you know? That's the reality. If you win stuff, fans quickly forget where you've been. You know? And also as well, I can see it happening because there is a possibility that could happen, because I think that Brendan Rodgers is, how do I phrase this play? I'm going to say strong-willed. What I mean is stubborn and arrogant, right? Enough to believe that he can win over the Man United fans and be a success as Man United manager. And he might well just do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, he could well do it. That's what I think. I think he is absolutely able to do that job. And I think he's in the conversation for it. He believes he is the best manager in the world, or one of the best managers in the world. Rightly or wrongly, right? Rightly or wrongly, he believes that. And that's what will get him in there. Daniel Farke to Villa. Nah, no chance. He's just been sacked from Norwich after he's won his first game of the season. We're looking for a manager who's going to win, who's going to hit the ground running. Nah, no chance. No chance for us, I don't think. As I say, I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know who we get. I think as shit as it is that we've sacked as Dean Smith, I think it's the right time to do it. And yeah, we just got to get it done now. Bit of time to get sorted out, but who do we get? I don't know. Fonseca, I don't know enough about. I don't know if he's going to be the right man. If it's Gerard Villa go down, I put money on it. Oh, absolutely. No way is Gerard keeping Villa up. No chance at all. As we get a couple of Liverpool cast-offs on loan in January, and we pay 42 million quid for Ryan Kent from Rangers. Nah, no chance. Not at all. Nah, not happening. Not happening. Thank you. Not for me. Mrs. J, he would rip their arm off, but I can't see United board going for him. Then again, they haven't made a decent decision so far. Yeah, you know, Mrs. J, you make a really good point there. The Man United board do not give a fuck about the Man United fans. They will do whatever decision they want for them. Like, they're more than happy to piss the fans off. They don't care. They're more than happy to do that. They're not going to sit there and go, oh, it'll upset the fans. They're not bothered. They're not bothered at all. Gerard Sevilla is bonkers. It just doesn't work. And this is why I'm thinking this is a smokescreen. Solskjaer is not going to Villa either, by the way. I don't know, could be jokes. It's not. Like, Villa, Solskjaer is not happening. Solskjaer was going to happen years ago. And it didn't happen. It was back in the day with when we had Randy Lerner in charge. Lerner flew his private jet to Norway when he was manager of Molde. He got photographed. Whoops. Weren't supposed to know that was happening. And yeah, we didn't get him. We didn't get our man. Then he went to Cardiff. Didn't work out for him. Now he's at United. Can't say we've missed a trick, really. So yeah, I think we're. I can't see us being. Can't really see us. I just can't see Gerard. Just can't see it. It makes no sense whatsoever. You probably can't tell, but it's made me really angry. Not a fan. Not a fan. Willie Ando's done enough for a contract, I reckon, as well. Pretty sure we've probably now got too many players in our squad, but emergency backup. I don't know about that. Right. Let's try and drop some guys into the reserves. Valid point. United have tried everything. Fergie's choice, big name managers, great track record, sentimental choice. Go with the logical choice. Yeah. And you know what? You say about they wouldn't take a Liverpool manager. They took Mourinho. Mourinho, who's openly, at the time, would tell you to your face he was a Chelsea manager. The man who ran down the touchline at Old Trafford when he was manager at Porto to celebrate. That's a very, very famous bit of footage, right? Are you trying to tell me that there was no point at all the Man U fans were going, don't really fancy this, don't fancy this. And the United board didn't care. They just went, we're getting the best man available for the job, who at the time they thought was Mourinho. But you know what? Fuck it, give us Mourinho. We'll have Mourinho. Roy Hodgson to save the day. I'll take Roy Hodgson. Roy Hodgson is a fantastic manager. Absolutely fantastic manager. Again, Roy Hodgson has a reputation because he had a couple of bad months at Liverpool. So Liverpool fans have made it sound like Roy Hodgson is the worst manager in the world. It's not. You don't manage the teams that Roy Hodgson's managed, the countries Roy Hodgson has managed, if you're a shit manager. Panels FC, LFC, in you come. Welcome along to the stream. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, you don't manage those nations, those teams, if you're a bad manager. Mick McCarthy, I love Mick McCarthy. I would be more confident with Mick McCarthy than I would with Steven Gerrard. Villa are going to have a nothing season. Don't think they're any threat of relegation. At the minute, we are absolutely a threat of relegation. Absolutely we are. Ryan in with a sub. Appreciate that, man. Fast Cat Dan in with a follow. Very kind, sir. Thank you very much. You know what? Everyone who's played for Roy Hodgson has said they've loved playing for Roy Hodgson. It's a shame he's retired. I would take him. There's, talk of, if you're looking at other players possible, Daniel Farke. I can't see him wanting it. I can't see him wanting the job. That's unfair. More sensible Liverpool fans don't say Hodgson was bad. He was the wrong manager at the time. He was the best manager at the time. You went in a direction for... He had a good season at Fulham. There was nobody else available. You clearly wanted Rodgers, but Rodgers wasn't ready yet. Klopp was nowhere near being interested. Hodgson turned up and didn't play the dare we say it, the Liverpool way. He maybe bought players that weren't deemed attractive. Dalglish was definitely worse. But they're not going to say anything about Dalglish because it was one of our own. It's King Kenny. They're going to say that, are they? But it's I think the media don't help with Roy Hodgson. I mean, look at what he did at Palace, right? With incredibly limited resources, he kept Palace up. He got Palace to do what they needed to do. He's left them in a better position than when he took them over. So that's what you want. He's managed Inter Milan. You can't be a shit manager if you've managed Inter Milan. Like, I don't know. Right? Maybe I'm wrong. I can't quite work it out. Mick McCarthy had a stint in Cyprus at the club I support. Didn't go well, but the club is literally a mess, so not his fault. Well, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. That's the best that anybody can say about Mick McCarthy. He turned up and it wasn't his fault. I'm waiting for Howard to leave Newcastle at the end of the season because he's homesick. Well, that's yeah. That's quite a popular thought. That is quite a popular thought. That he doesn't like to travel. He didn't last very long at Burnley, did he? And he didn't fancy the Celtic job. So I guess we wait and see with that one. I'm not going to cast my opinion just yet, but yeah, I would have wanted Eddie Howe. I'd have taken Eddie Howe as Villa manager. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Eddie Howe, the checkbook is scary considering some of the rubbish he signed at Bournemouth. I know it's going to be so funny in it. It's going to be amazing. Just watching the shit he's going to bring into Newcastle is going to be so funny. Oh, God. But then you know what? They absolutely deserve that. They absolutely deserve that. Less said about that club, the better, to be honest. Absolutely shocking what's going on there. Don't condone it. I need to get rid of at least 3 of these goalkeepers, I think. Saitoro, let's get rid of. Santoso doesn't look particularly good. You're only 20, we can get rid of you. Jordan Ibe. Wasn't Jordan Ibe 15 million quid? Yeah, 50 million quid. Dominic Solanke, 20 million pounds. Steve Cook, Simon Francis, yeah. At the moment, Big Sam would be a decent fit for Villa. Big Sam would be great. I'd take Big Sam. I would take Big Sam. Eddie Howe seems like the type to win the Championship, not keep a team in the division, then work our way up the Premier League. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because he was backed. He had a lot of money at Bournemouth. I know there's a bit of a misconception of, they didn't really have much money. They had quite a bit of money at Bournemouth. And And he did, he did well. He did very well. You're right, as you say, he is a stopgap. He's a stopgap, right? But realistically, Newcastle aren't going to buy ridiculous players in the transfer window anyway. They're going to get your Jesse Lingards, your James Tarkovskis, your probably some Ravel Morrison or something like that. They're not going to get anybody. They're not going to go out and buy a Lautaro Martinez or whatever crazy possible signings that people might think about. It's not going to happen, because those players are going to look at the position Newcastle are in and go, nah, no thanks. They might get Morelos from Rangers possibly. But yeah, it's just it's not a thing, is it? Newcastle will buy every player that they get linked with every season and never buy. Yeah. To be fair, if they go down with all that money, then I'm more than happy with that. I find it hilarious. Or the only other thing I'll find hilarious is if the board refuse to put money in and just go, nah. I'd find it even funnier if Mike Ashley bought Sunderland and put all that money into Sunderland. Just right, you've got £300 million to spend, lads, go nuts. That would be great. Newcastle will attract players. That's the problem. That will, But yeah, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about it. We don't talk about them. Yeah, I may need to move a couple of players around. Actually, I still think I'm lacking. I think we've probably got enough for going forward, to be honest. But the reason those boys turned out bad is because there was a ceiling for Bournemouth. They reached it with Eddie Howe. However much money he spent, he had to take it up 2 levels in terms of spending. He turned to signings that had a bit of potential in the bid to make them better. Yeah, I agree. There is absolutely a glass ceiling for players and for managers, and yeah, I think you're right. I think eventually it reached that point and he had nowhere to go. And if you can't get another tune out of what you've got, then yeah, take a step back, take a bit of time away, and people then sort of go, oh, weren't you brilliant? A bit of rose-tinted glasses effect. Aren't Sunderland owned by a 24-year-old child? Sunderland are owned by a 24-year-old billionaire who's like, isn't he like the Prince of Belgium or something? Yeah. I mean, but to be fair, not a murderer, so pretty decent. I'd rather take a young lad than a bunch of murderers, personally. But call me old-fashioned. Off the topic in real football, I'm currently managing Sleman Padang in Indonesia. Yes, Fat Cat Dan. That's what we like. More Indonesians. All about the Indonesian football this year. Retweet, quote, yeah, you know what, clip it, post it out. I'll die on that sword, literally, if Newcastle have anything to do with it. How are you, Mr. Maggio? Hope you're well. Welcome in. We've just dropped Mr. Maggio a little shout out there, so give him a follow if you can. These guys are unregistered, that's fine. Let's pop you into the reserves then, because we don't need you right now. At least I can remember you later. Oh, you know what, Si, Sleman's pretty fun. And yeah, if you misspell it, then it's yeah, it ends badly, doesn't it? Targim, you should try and do a world tour by coaching a team on each continent. That did cross my mind at some point, actually, Targim. I mean, obviously, the plan of this save is that we want to raise Indonesia up the levels, so we go from the 27th ranked nation in Asia, and we move up to number 1. If that doesn't work, then we have a plan. We will go and try and win every top division in Asia and Africa. We've loaded Africa up as well, and we'll go from there. we'll see. I kind of want to set like a 20-year time limit, possibly 30, maybe, because you know we have to have an end point at some point. Maybe it goes the whole run, and we sit there and go like, right, FM23 comes out, the new game's there, and we're going, oh, we should probably finish this up now. You know, that could happen. Dennis Bergkamp in with a follow. There's a name. There's a name. Let's get you out on loan, I reckon. We need to free up another spot. I think we need to free 2 spots actually. So maybe if we also loan out. Look, will you just leave? Right, we need you to go somewhere, please. Anyone take him on loan? Because also he takes away one of our international spots as well, which is a bit of a shame. This is why things like breakaway clubs should happen. Oh, murderers bought my club, I'll just bounce then. Yeah, see ya. Yeah, all right. Well, we've said before. Why is Brucey banned? Steve Bruce. Yeah, but because everyone thought it'd be really, really funny yesterday to suggest that Steve Bruce should be the Villa manager, and it's not that it's not funny. I mean, you know, it's clearly hilarious. Steve Bruce is not going to be the Villa manager at all. But rather than just going, Steve Bruce won't be the Villa manager, Steve Bruce won't be the Villa manager, Roki just went, nah, not happening. Just dealt with it straight away, which is why he's one of the best mods in the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is why I trust him. He just turns up and goes, I'm dealing with this. You know, perfect. Casa Durand, evening, welcome in. Hope everyone's nice and well. Yeah. We're currently on transfer deadline day now, so it's we're getting where we are with it. Spud in the mud. To be fair, I'm quite lucky as a Leicester fan. The owners are filthy rich, but genuinely they're about as decent as you can get for filthy rich. Not sure I'll be able to crack on like I was all right if Newcastle takeover happened. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Like, I'll accept there are very, 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 very few ethical billionaires. Right? You don't get rich by not being a bit of a cunt. Right, but it's not. You can't just say, "Oh well, everyone's owner's a cunt. It's fine for ours to be cunts." Right? That's not it. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Especially when your cunts are murderers and homophobes and racists and have terrible views on human rights and women and transgenders and all that stuff, and then go, but Mike Ashley's gone though, hasn't he? So it's all fine, right? You go, no, it's not. No, it's not. Look, I don't care if they're murderers and racists and homophobes and hate women and hate trans people. Well, all I want is just a team that'll compete. That's all I want. Like, nah, not having it. They've done all right of it when you look at the bigger picture. Leicester have here. Sorry, I was just looking. I just going, I don't understand the point there. Yeah, no, Leicester have done fine. Leicester have done all right. Villa have done all right. We've got one. We've got a much. We've got we've got good owners. Obviously, if they screw this appointment up, I'm going to be calling them worse than everything else. But yeah, just. I want a beautiful wife doesn't mean I should start kidnapping Miss Americas. Exactly, Si. Exactly. Go, well, some people do kidnappings. Or, like, Dr. Jai, right? Look, I've said openly, I'm not convinced we weren't connected to the Chinese government. Okay? I felt very uneasy with that. I'm glad they got rid when they could, because there was just too much, was a little bit weird. So yeah, very glad he's gone. Very glad he's gone. But yeah, the new owners we've got, they're great. Unless, of course, they hire Steven Gerrard, in which case, they're up there with with Newcastle's owners. There are only a couple of ethical billionaires that come to mind, but most aren't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, most of them aren't. Most are not. When you look back, foreign managers have been successful with Villa, Houllier, Di Matteo, God. Yeah. But then again, you look at the list of English managers that haven't been particularly successful either. You know, we're just a difficult club to manage. We're a difficult club, you know. The league changed when Randy Lerner thought he had enough about him. Then Man City turned up. You didn't expect that. Then he was like, "Oh shit, I'm getting divorced. I haven't really got enough money to see this through," which is fine. And then then we had nothing. Lerner wasn't crap. Lerner was great in the first instance, and I think Lerner got caught out when he got divorced. He lost half his money. Didn't see Man City coming. He didn't see that happening, which in a sense is short-sighted. You know, if you're one of the rich guys, of course more rich guys are going to turn up. And there was always a risk of that. I think he thought it was going to be Tottenham who were going to go. Not an outsider like a Man City. So yes, I think that took him by surprise. At that point, it was just, well, we haven't got the money to compete. Why wouldn't I take Steven Gerrard? Because he loves Liverpool so much, and he would see it as a stepping stone to Villa, and he wouldn't care. We've just had a manager who's a Villa fan, who is proud to be in charge of the club. He's made the players feel proud. He's clearly upset that he's been sacked. Steven Gerrard would turn up and go, "Ooh, I get to go to Anfield shortly. Fuck you, Steven Gerrard, I don't care." Houllier was doing exactly the same thing, yeah. "Oh, I can't wait to go and touch the Anfield badge." Well, fuck off to Liverpool then. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, just like happier to be there. Like, "Oh, look, I'm back, everybody, I'm back." Like, nah, you're not back at all. You want to turn up and you want to beat them. You want to stand in front of the cop and stand there like that. That's what you want. Don't think Henry would give Gerrard the job. I hope he doesn't get it. I genuinely hope he doesn't get it. You know, and if he does, then yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me. Same thing pisses me off if a player doesn't celebrate against his old club. Yeah, like exactly like what pisses me off more is a player kissing the badge. Like, you know what I mean? If you sit and you kiss the badge, like, come on, if you've been there like 10 minutes or something, or you've just left and you've gone to sign for your rivals and you kiss the badge, like, nah, not bothered about that. You can't kiss multiple badges, it doesn't make sense. John Terry handled the other club legend at a new club thing well, was respectful against Chelsea, was never gushing about it. Yeah, and again, the fact that he was kept in the background as well. Yeah, Alex, yeah, so when players score, kissing the badge, nah, I'm not fussed about that, because you're not a supporter. A supporter can kiss the badge, absolutely, can kiss the badge of the shirt, because it means something to the supporter, but at the end of the day, it's just your job. Like, you don't, those players, let's be honest, do not love that club the way that a fan would. It would be stupid of us to presume that they would. It would be ridiculous. It's just, like, everyone's got their own club and the team that they support. We all know that, and we're fine with it. Don't turn up, you know, and go, "Oh yeah, I love this club." You don't love this club, because you love the club you played for last week, but now we pay you a bit more money, and you now love us. Okay, interesting. You know, maybe I'm too much of a purist. Things are very different nowadays. Can't blame the players seeking the best money over a club. No, yeah, I completely agree. It's a job. This is their job. I've got no problem with players earning money. Granted, I don't think that they deserve the money, but if someone's going to pay it. John the GK, love from Jamaica. Big love back, John. How are you, man? Welcome in. First time in the stream. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Who are you managing FM22? Hope life's good in Jamaica. We're currently chilling in Indonesia at this point. We're having a great time, absolutely great time. Kissing multiple badges, what you're saying, if I'm right. Yeah, like so. I guess the best example would be right. Let's use Steven Gerrard as the example, okay? So he played all of his career at Liverpool until he went to LA Galaxy, okay? If he scores a goal at LA Galaxy, he can't kiss the LA Galaxy badge. He's not an LA Galaxy fan, right? What if Gerrard wins the FA Cup with Villa this season? Would you still feel the same? I wouldn't care. I wouldn't even be watching. I'm genuinely serious. I don't want anything to do with the club if Steven Gerrard's there. It might sound like an overreaction, but nah, not for me. I've got enough. Football doesn't really matter enough to me anyway at the minute. But if they pick something like that, that's clearly just I don't even know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like to sack Dean Smith for Steven Gerrard. Nah, not interested. No thanks. No, and now we've got a child making noise. Is he up? There you go. Yeah. Oh, football lost his soul ages ago. Liam Hansa, Steven Gerrard is a great manager. No. I presume you're a Rangers fan, I'm guessing. If you are, then okay, cool, but nah. No. I don't. Okay. Just out of curiosity, what are you basing this on? Because I would genuinely be intrigued to know, because I think the word great is a very high praise for a manager who has won the Scottish League the year Celtic didn't turn up, and hasn't been able to do, and isn't top of the Scottish League at the minute, I don't believe. I'm not even sure he's barely a good manager yet, never mind a great manager. That's my opinion. If you know, I'd be intrigued to know your thoughts. Genuinely, this is not just me sat there trying to lay a trap for you. I'm just genuinely curious. He's done well in Europe. Has he? I'm really like, I don't know. Has he? What is well? What is well in the Euro League or the Euro Conference? Again, is he in the final? Is he in the semi-finals? Quarter-finals? Does it really matter? Middlesbrough got to a final of that once. Fulham got to a final. Again, I'm just literally questioning. I've got no reference on this, so Unai Emery is better, and he's not considered great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Unai Emery has won about 1,000 European Cups. It's just, oh no, he's not that good. Not well enough to be great. Not even good enough to be good. Too much on the line for Premier League teams to risk that much on someone that's barely started managing. Exactly. Imagine the slipping memes. Yeah, exactly. You don't want a fucking meme manager. You know what I mean? You don't want that at all. You don't want that at all. We're here for League One love. Exactly. It's all about Indonesia. He's not expected to win the whole thing for a Scottish club. At the group stage, he's done that for 4 years and taken them to some knockouts. Not saying he's amazing or anything, but he's done a good job. All right, well, but for Villa, we need better than that. You know, we need better. Personally, we're like, look, you know, we're in a position where we might get relegated. We don't want to play a manager who's won one title in a 2-horse race, and that's when one of those horses didn't run. You know what I mean? Like, it's not good enough, if I'm honest. Have your AFL team picking a random little league that doesn't suffer too much from money. Imagine just having a secondary league. No, I'm not fussed. Great potential, brilliant philosophy, knows the game inside out. Disagree with all those points, personally. He's not. I've not seen him offer anything tactically astute that hasn't been done before or isn't being done everywhere else. If he's that good, how come he's second or third in the Scottish League this year? And potential, we're in a relegation battle. We don't need potential managers. We need a manager who can do shit now. Dean Smith's got potential. We've got rid of him because he's not doing well. As a player, he was good, but as a manager, he's not. Yeah. That's why John Terry isn't a manager. That's why Frank Lampard hasn't worked well as a manager. That's why Wayne Rooney hasn't worked well as a manager. One trophy out of a possible 9 in Scotland. Fucking there you go. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. One trophy in 9. There's your great manager in Scotland. There's your great manager. Can't stand Villa, to be honest. It pains me to say it, but they're still the biggest club in the Midlands. Should be able to attract a bigger manager, especially with that money. 2-horse race. Yeah, my point, Ricky, was that it is a 2-horse race, but Celtic didn't do anything last year, and that's how Rangers won it. Celtic have started to do something this year. Right, let's get this last match done. We'll move off Steven Gerrard. He's taken up far too much of my time. Give Martin O'Neill a call. Yeah, you know, yeah, give Martin O'Neill a call. Give Ian Wright a call. He was a good footballer. Give Thierry Henry a call. He was a good footballer, not a good manager. Yeah, that's my 2 pence. Could you check how long a player needs to stay in Indonesia to get citizenship? I think that's a good question, actually. He's already got citizenship. Let's have a quick look. It looks like, was that 5 years? 1,825. So whatever that works out to. You got somewhat of a calming voice. Great stream to listen to in the background while FMing. Oh, I appreciate that, Yamsy. Very kind indeed. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate the kind words about my calming voice. So very nice of you. Doing a hungry save. Nice. Yamsy with the follow in, man. Right, let's get this done. This is our first match in charge officially at PSS Sleman. And after that, we're gonna go and drop a follow in on someone, drop a raid in. It's getting on a bit now, and yeah, I've got a little one who's sort of stirring a wee bit, so calming voice but aggressive content. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll argue my point. Weak at foot. Press. Weak at foot. Press. Get these guys going. Tight mark. And dare we kick? Should we kick? Let's give him a kick as well. Go on. Zufalandi can get kicked. Right. Let's go for it. Willie Ando's back in. Atep can go on the bench. Hilton Hotel needs a slap. Good luck. Let's get this done, right? So first match of the season, right? Here we go. Let's do it. Guillotino. Actually, he can maybe take 6. He's a midfielder, isn't he? Actually, Gardner could take the 6. Tep can take 10. Willie Ando's got number 90. Wouldn't it be like getting kicked by someone with 2 strength? Would you even feel it? Good question. Good question. I mean, to be fair, we spent a lot of pre-season getting red cards, so maybe. Elia JDS, appreciate the follow. I'm not even taking the piss. I'm my first ever save, and I can't figure out how to play my first game. Mate, like you'll get there, man. Just keep clicking continue at the top, up on the top. That'll guide you through. Or there's little sort of hints in the corner you can click, and that'll give you some little help buttons. So click those, and that'll help take you through it. Encourage and demand more. It's also part of the way of doing it as well. Right, we're in green. We're in green, okay? Our opponents are in white. Okay. Right. 12 minutes in. Big Codge gets the opener. That'll do, that'll do. Codge father. Yes, Nippenberg, I love it. We're going to get another one. Back post. Yes. Willie Ando. What's the biggest achievement FM I've ever achieved? That'll have been the Champions League with Blind Spartans, 50 years in the game. The one that was part of the Football Manager Ruin My Life show. That was my biggest achievement. Soccer with Brian's in. Yes, Soccer with Brian. How are you? Welcome in, buddy. Ooh. We're living it up Indonesian style. Blast spawns of our team's rivals. Who'd have thought it, eh? Who are you? Are you Gateshead, yeah? Yeah. Football Manager ruined my life. Just over here trying to unspur the Hotspurs. Hope you in the chat well. We're all very well, thank you, Soccer Brian. Very well indeed. A pleasure having you here. Knew your voice sounded familiar. Blood Spars, the documentary. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah. I was much younger back then. Yeah, we did on Friday. We did a watch along with the show. It's on this Twitch channel. You can see it for the next week or so. Then it's going to go onto YouTube. It's a 1.5 hour stand-up show. The stream is 4 hours long, and that's no word of a lie. It was ridiculous. Kill the Last Romantic. Appreciate the follow. Absolute goals. Absolute goals. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Tony, this is beyond League One style. This is fine right now, isn't it? This is fine. This should be Burnley-esque, but it's Guardiola. Maybe I'm the Indonesian Guardiola. You know, maybe I've genuinely found my level. We're gonna get these Indonesian League One style T-shirts done up, like, absolutely. Kojik's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Yeah, we can get all the puns out for titles going forward as well. I'm glad the first game started well. That's the important one. We need to get up and running. Derry Rackerman's on a yellow card, obviously. Gardner's seeming to do all right, to be honest, in midfield. I know he's starting to tire a little bit. Oh, go on, Willie. Just lacked that little bit of anticipation there, I think. Gardner's got long sleeves on, man. Get that clipped. Right. Willie Ando. What a strike. What a strike. Big Willie style right there. Yeah, clip that. That's the one we're putting up on the internet. Goal, 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 goal. I think we've found our team here. Played one season with Lazio in the beta just to see Immobile. Yeah, and the guy from Indonesia. Yeah, Immobile tore us apart when we were manager at Sampdoria. But then again, everybody tore us apart when we were at Sampdoria, so I don't really think it was just an Immobile thing. Keeping it a step ladder to keep that one out. Yeah, I think the height difference of players in this league is shocking. Here comes Atep. He's coming on. This is the thing with Willie Ander, though. He can score a belter like the chip, and then he just goes, oh, I'm not really going to score the next one. Nah, too difficult, thanks. Not for me. Gone. Oh. We're starting to play, aren't we? We're starting to play. Oh. Yes. Smart play by, look at that, unselfish play by Willie as well. Top of the league. It's literally all downhill from here, isn't it? Literally all downhill now. Loyal Royal, appreciate the follow, very kind. If you are thinking about following, by the way, we stream Wednesdays and Sundays. We're going to be doing every single night this week, though, however, 9 o'clock UK time. Tomorrow morning and Thursday morning, I'm going to do a 9:30 stream in the morning with a Wrexham save. So as part of our Discord challenge. If you're not in the Discord, come and join in. Willie's got another one. Come and get yourselves joined in. Big Willie's away again. I know I missed it. What a strike. What a strike. Fucking hell. FC Santa has to be the December challenge. Yeah, I think you're probably right, to be honest, Si. That was a lot of fun. I think I'll take that. Can't complain, right? 6-0. Yeah. That'll do. That'll do. That gets us off to a good start. Right. Achievement unlocked. Hat-trick and thumping. There you go. Right, we're gonna dodge a raid now. So go get your arms up in the air. Go and give some love. We're gonna see Mr. Mad Leprechaun. He's doing a Red Bull London save, so that could be quite fun. Yeah, let's say, do drop a follow. Do come back and see us tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. Genuinely enjoyed that. I think this is going to be a great save. Genuinely think it's going to be a great save. Hope you all had fun. Take it easy. Catch you all tomorrow. All the best.
Get sent off. Oh, now we can see the goal. Focus. You dumbasses. Focus. Focus. Kai.